I see you've got you reached 160.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome
Merry
to the
New
Sunday
Year.
Night Takeaway. Merry New Year. So we're live and kicking. And welcome. I hope you're keeping well. And as you can see, I've got some esteemed panelists with me already. So, guys, let's start off with Anthony. How you doing, mate? He's froze. Is he froze? He has as well, already. I'll go to you then, Jez. If that's... Oh, no, he's coming live now. He's back. Anthony, how are you doing, mate?
Oh, I mean, yeah. I don't know what it was, but your countdown it froze, and I was still waiting for it to tick down to 0. So
that's that
comeback
broadband you got in Bristol. That's what it is. It's that
it's a delay, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I'm good, mate. And yourselves?
Yeah, all good, mate. All good at all in that. And I know, Jez, you're just about to say something before the countdown coming. Is that what?
No, it's the same, man. Congratulations on your 169 subs, fella.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Thank you.
Let's get 200 on this show, guys. Let's smash it up. Come on.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, how about you, mate? How you keeping?
I'm all good, mate. As usual, I'm stroking my pussy because every time I go live now, he always turns up and gets into the camera. So, yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Superb. And Jez, yourself?
I'm good, man. Yeah. Enjoyed it today. My second team, unfortunately, went out of the FA Cup, Newport County, which, I'll be honest, I predicted, which is a bit of a shame. Looking forward to this show. Been on Yeti's show earlier, just streamed earlier on the North Side, just done my show. Done a lot today, a lot of streaming, and here we are back again. Looking forward to it, man.
And obviously for episode 4, we've got a real one in the house. Big up to the man, the myth, and the legend, the volcano himself, Carl Walsh-Gunner. Welcome. How you doing, mate?
Big up, Toy. Thanks very much for having me on the show. I'm really looking forward to this, and it's great to see the legends on the screen and obviously the legends in the chat. So It's great to be here with esteemed panel. So let's get it rocking.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. So it's been an interesting week, isn't it? There's some football going on. Obviously, FA Cup week. We had some games in between. And obviously, as always, Arsenal always give us entertainment value for money.
Mm.
So we'll start off with the weird one, which obviously is currently at Forest, Tavares.
Dear God. Where do we start with that one, people? Honestly,
for us.
Snogging a dog, yeah, it's all good stuff, isn't it, really?
It's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
I don't get that.
I mean, why would you do that anyway? That the dog's probably licked its bum, yeah, and then you snog it. I mean, come on, please. You can't make what is with it.
Mind if I snog my cat?
Yeah, you carry on. If that's what you know. I just don't. And why post a video out there? These players brain dead. Are they got something wrong with them mentally? Because I'm sorry. Well, why? What are you going to get from that? I just don't understand it whatsoever. And before I shut up, that picture behind you there of that curry house, there's a picture of that little blonde hair girl. That half look like Fran.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You sure that's not her? But yeah, mate, see that Tavares video, mate, it's disgusting. Seriously.
I mean, I'll come to you, Carl. What do you make of that?
Sure, just shocking. There's no words can describe it. It's embarrassing. It's a reflection on the modern day football player. You wouldn't have seen that back in the day. You know, when Jez was growing up, he wouldn't have saw it there with players of the past. But here we are. social media ruling the world, and we're seeing all sorts of videos and garbage and influencing all young kids, young children, and watching idols. I wouldn't call him an idol, but it's just the whole thing is wrong. The whole thing is wrong. And you see a footballer doing that, you have to ask serious questions about his mentality. But it's not the first thing. That's not the first time we've seen things like this. We've seen what was his name, Buzimi from West Ham, who threw the cat or bet the cat over.
Zuma kicking the cat.
Yeah. So this is not the first time we've seen things like this. It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace. And as far as I'm concerned, he should have never been at Arsenal Football Club, and I surely don't ever want to see him at the club again.
Yeah, so we won't. Anthony, what do you make of it?
Well, it's just like really what Jez and Kyle was just touched on it as well. I just think like a weird individual. I mean, come on, let's be honest. I mean, who does that to an animal? I mean, I don't know what the fucking next video is going to be like. I seriously, but I won't be fucking watching that. That's for a fact. But I just find him odd. I think I think with him going on loan to Nottingham Forest, it may have affected his brain or something like that. I don't know. Right, but it's one of those. It's one of those things. Like I mean, obviously I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's a fan of fucking Animal Farm or something. I don't know, but it's just off-putting really for me. And I don't know what else to see on that on the story. To be honest with you, Tim.
Shocking.
Yeah,
it is a bit of a weird one on that, and I mean, as Jack said, he's had normal abuse, but in certain respects, I mean, the fact that one of the dogs, I mean, blimey, I think he got to his little dangly bit at the back of his throat, how much he was buried inside.
Oh God, I'm glad. I tell you what, it's good job he's at Forest because I feel fucking sorry for Wynn. Seriously,
that's why I've left until last. I mean,
that's probably why they got rid of him.
He's loaned at your club.
For me, mate, he's
I don't know.
The worst thing is people nowadays on social media will do anything to get some kind of attention. I haven't watched the video. Same reason as when I'm on Pornhub looking for lesbian shit. I ignore the bestiality section because it's just not the kind of thing for me. So I don't understand what he's doing there. To be quite honest with you, like I say, I haven't watched it and I won't watch it because I'm not interested in it. To be quite honest with you. And you went on about Zuma, mate. I don't care how big that guy is. If I ever met him, I'd set him on fire. Piece of shit. I can't be doing with anybody like a guy that big, picking on cats. Nah, mate. I'm going down. If I ever meet him.
That's Pete, mate. That's Pete Hayward there.
Oh, is it? Yeah, because I know I've never worked on AFTV, not being a West Ham fan, that's for sure.
No. I mean, the thing is, going back to the dog thing with Tavares, that is almost it's almost on bestiality.
Yeah,
of course it is.
I mean,
absolutely.
I mean, Jack made the comment there, and that. What does he do off camera?
Yeah,
that's a serious question.
Yeah.
You got
that's probably on his OnlyFans.
Yeah.
It is embarrassing. Here we are having a chit chat about Tavares doing that to dogs on social media. Shouldn't be the case. That man is in a privileged position in life, and this is what this fool is doing. It's a disgrace. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, though, I mean, obviously, if he's still playing for Notts Forest and that, what's that going to do for the club's reputation? Plus the fact the player himself, because he's going to get it big time from the fans now, and that's not just going to be from one club. That's going to be from various clubs.
Yeah.
He's done himself no favours whatsoever in this respect.
No, I just don't get it. I don't get it. But like I say, with social media, people do stupid things. And I don't get what he's doing. Like I say, I haven't watched it because it's not something that when it was mentioned to me, I was like, oh, go watch this.
Yeah.
No, not in a million years. I don't want to watch it. I'm not interested. What he does on the pitch is what I'm interested in. If he was actually abusing the dog, then yes, I'll have a bigger thing on it. Like same with Zuma. But the fact of the matter is, he's just doing something that I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it.
The thing is, though, if Arsenal were the classy club that they are supposed to be, the first thing that would have happened, if that had been in the days when we had a proper manager, he'd been called to the club, right, for a meeting and said, "The time is done.
Yeah,
you're coming back to the club. You're on loan. You're on loan at Nottingham Forest, but as soon as that loan is done, we're going to rip up your contract and you're gone."
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. Why do you think he's on loan from you, Jez? Because, I mean, maybe Arteta should have come out into the interview and said, well, we've got to get rid of Tavares because he just keeps snogging win.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I've got to apologise to Keith here. And obviously, he says, okay, I didn't know what you guys were talking about. I've just searched Tavares on YouTube and now obviously he feels a bit sick. So apologies, Keith, we didn't mean to put you in that position,
I'm
basically.
Searching it. Don't care.
So, yeah,
disgusting, man.
It is disgusting. I can't believe it. I mean, I'm not talking about dogs. I'm talking about human beings now. But I mean, we've all gone to, like, when we were young, we all gone to the pub and we may have kissed the odd dog here and there, like, sort of thing. But but that's a different thing altogether. But I mean, but literally an animal. This is something that's not right. That's all I'm going to say about that.
I think the biggest problem is that pets and animals aren't taken as seriously in laws and things like that. Whereas, like, if he was on the camera doing that to a child, he'd get screwed for it.
Oh yeah,
but doing it to a dog, it just don't matter because animals don't matter to most people. They matter to me, but they don't matter to most people. So,
well, you've got people out there that sometimes, I mean, like yourself, the way you just said it then, it is like, don't get me wrong, it's like you like a human being, but you keep your bubble small, don't you? You hang around with the people who this, that, and the other. Yeah. But there are some people out there that prefers an animal to a human being.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? In other words, so it's like, so that, which is fair enough. But I mean, just to do that, I mean, what was he? I can't think of why he done that for. Was he trying to get so many views and likes and God knows what else? I don't know. I just don't get it.
No, I mean, obviously Elliot Smith saying what happened with the dog. It's the dogs, isn't it? That was the thing. It ain't just one. It's two. It's two. It's two dogs here. Yeah, two dogs.
Oh,
these football players just think they can do what they want to do.
That's the problem, Carl.
Themselves.
That is the biggest problem. The money they get, they think they can do, as you said, whatever they think, and we should all bat an eyelid to it. No problems whatsoever.
Exactly. It's disgusting. There should be something done about it, but he get away with it because of who he is.
Yeah.
It's such a sad thing. I mean, let's be honest. I know we didn't years ago have YouTube, TikTok, blah, 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 and all that. But I'm pretty certain I'm correct in making this statement that you wouldn't have seen players back in the 70s, 80s, 90s doing that sort of shit.
No, you wouldn't, Jez. That's the thing.
Nah.
I mean,
different mentality, different world.
Yeah,
it is money.
Yeah.
That's the crux of it, isn't it? It's the big bucks now that kind of dictates, unfortunately.
It needs to. I think we've got to a point where it needs to be in the contracts that basically you can sign for my club, but you stay the fuck off social media because it's just getting stupid. I mean, I've just seen like a few pictures of it, and what the fuck are you doing, man? I've actually changed my mind on it. I don't care how well he's playing. Get the fuck out of my club.
Yeah, because
he's just stupid, man.
Because all he's going to do then he's going to drag your reputation with it. That's the unfortunate thing. I mean, obviously, like Jack says here, if Zuma kicked a child, he'd been arrested. That's it. I mean, obviously, I know the club punished him and he done his, the community thing. But at the end of the day, the fact that you think you can kick a cat around and think it's funny, no, it's not. Not at all.
No, it's not. No,
I mean, you know what? I mean, I 69 my cat a lot of the times, but I mean, that's not for social media.
So obviously, over the weekend, we've seen some FA Cup games in that, but the one thing that kind of stood out for me, and this is actually, I think it was a League One game, the Port Vale Portsmouth game. And Port Vale lost the game, and at the end, a fan managed to get onto the pitch and chase the referee and nearly got to him and attacked him. Lucky enough, the stewards were on hand and basically apprehended him. But is this what we're coming into now? That we can do this, considering like today, when we saw the Wolves game against West Brom, is this where we're heading down? Is there a pattern starting to develop now? I don't know. What do you guys make of this? I'll start with you, Carl.
Yeah, it looks like it as well, but then again, it's all to do with social media once again. Look at me, I have a friend recording them, run onto the page. You don't, then lads with mental health issues, you don't know what you're dealing with these days. You know, it's just, society is just completely different. And people don't care, they have no respect. Why run onto a pitch after referee? Referee is there to do his job. Sometimes the referee gets judgment wrong. Fair enough, he's just a human being. But he's there to do a job. So if I do something wrong tomorrow, should someone come try to attack me if I do something wrong on my job or anyone else? It's a joke, it's embarrassing, but they have to do something about it. But will they do something about it? Will they put the foot down? Where's the security? Where's the, how did he get that close to the referee?
No, exactly.
There's a lot of questions to be asked.
Yeah, absolutely. Before I carry on to the other guys, Jez, have you got the actual link? You want to send it over to Jack, see if we can get him on here as well?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you make of this? Anthony, when a fan can run onto the pitch and attack an official because your team lost. I mean, what's the game coming to?
Well, it's a joke, isn't it? I mean, not being funny. It depends how many. Well, you've got to look at it. How many stewards have they got at the ground? First thing. I mean, because every time everybody goes to, it's like when I go to a football game. There's quite a lot of stewards. They're up in the stands. They're down lurking at the front. That sort of thing. So, I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong. I don't agree with it. I know because the game, obviously the fan was it sounds like he was on the losing side. He decided to go for the referee. Listen, I mean VAR is not in that game, so we can't. So in other words, if he refereed that game and he made a mistake, I mean, don't get me wrong, we're all humans, and if we make a mistake and your team loses by it, that's it. You man up about it, and you move on. But I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. I mean, don't get me wrong, teams loses all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not being funny. You take in consideration. I mean, that refereed your game, the West Ham game, your last game. I mean, I'm surprised, not being funny, a West Ham fan didn't come on running on the pitch and wanted to hit the bloody referee in that game.
Do
you know what I mean?
On the Emerson Challenge, especially, most definitely.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just, I just think it's stupid. I just don't know what the world's coming to today.
I know. Let me just say hello to this guy. Big up, Budgie. Welcome, even everyone. I've just tuned into here. I-69 my cat. I had to check I was in the right chat. Big up, Budgie. Big up, Budgie. Good to see you in here, mate. I mean, Jez, what do you make of it yourself?
Well, I think it's actually disgraceful. I did have an occasion once in my amateur football refereeing career. A guy, I sent him off, quite rightly, for violent conduct. And believe it or not, this team were a church team. This team, I sent the fella off. He basically punched another guy. I had no option. I binned him, right? And it was a cup game. So it was a semi-final of a cup game. I had two proper referees as linos. Yeah. And he stood there. And I told him, off you go to the changing rooms, get away. And he wouldn't. He refused to go, Even the manager said, look, you've got to go away from the pitch, da-da-da-da-da-da. He was waiting there, away from the pitch for me, right? Game finishes, off we walk off, and the two linos, he's come straight up to me, and he's giving me all to me. I ain't going to fucking do you bastard. And even his own manager was saying, you had to go. You punch the guy in the face. It's violent conduct. You've got to be sent off. And it got to the point where the manager and one of the other liners was restraining this guy. And he got reported for that, right? And he was very lucky he didn't get a sine die, which means you're banned from football for life.
For life, yeah.
You're banned from playing anywhere. Now, he didn't get that, right? Because, you know, he was a silly, and that was a church team, religious team, right? Right. Now, the sad indictment about this people is that, you know, the fact that fans like that can get access to the team, is not good for the game. Do we have to go back after what we saw today at the Wolves West Brom game? I predicted there's going to be a kick-off there. There is always a kick-off between them two teams. And we're going to get to the point of the game in our football, we have to put the fences back? I, dear God, hope not. I don't think it will come to that. I don't. No. But I think it's got to be a better way of stewarding these games, because ever since, if you've noticed, guys, ever since the pandemic, there's not as many stewards as there used to be at grounds. You know, there's not the same level. There's not the same level of police in grounds. Because, well, clubs have got to pay for any policeman that's in the grounds. The club has to pay for it, right? So that costs the club. And I think football has thankfully changed from the old violent days, but I think the onus has got to be on the club to say, right, we're going to have to pay to have another 50 coppers in the ground. Yeah, if you look at match day, any match day, right, how many policemen do you see? When we had the violent days, we had the fences, and there was over 200 policemen. I can remember days at Highbury. You'd have over, if it was Arsenal, Tottenham, they're everywhere. Everywhere, especially where the segregation was at the clock end. You'd have police all the way up both sides of the fence, and you'd have stewards. There's not so many stewards. There's nowhere near enough police now because it costs the club, right? And of course, the club don't want to spend out money. Of course, they don't. But unfortunately, I think we're going to have to go back to that, because I do not want to see fences back up. We know what's happened at games. Well, dear God, what happened at Eastborough? Yeah. We don't want another one of them. And I mean, it's nonsensical that guy got on the pitch. But also, I have to ask, why didn't the players that were around him get involved?
Yeah, exactly.
Why didn't the players jump on him, drag him to the floor? There's 4 players there, 2 from each team. They could have quite easily just jumped on his back, pulled him to the floor, right? May have given him a slap. Yeah, I remember Brian Clough doing it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And would they get in trouble for that? No, because at the end of the day, all they're doing is protecting the referee, who should be protected, quite rightly. We do not want to get into South American football, people, right? There's been match officials who've been bloody killed.
Yeah, that's true.
So we don't want that over here. So it's FA, step your game up, man. Make a statement. We know what will come out tomorrow. Oh, well, the player's going to be, he'll be banned for life. Well, yippee do. Good. But you need to go further than that, people, because at the end of the day, we do not want to see this cancer, and it is a cancer in football, getting any worse. And it goes further. Because one day, somebody, a match official or a player, right, is going to get seriously hurt. And I really don't want to see it.
No, exactly.
Well, Grealish got punched, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He did. I mean, look at here. Look, Ballon Dawson saying, who would be a steward with fans throwing themselves off the upper tiers?
I was.
Oh, yeah.
That's just mad.
I was at Palace.
I mean, obviously, Jack, I'll come to you then. I mean, what do you make of obviously this?
Come to me first, mate, because I need a piss. So
go on.
Go to Yeti so he can go
on, Yeti. Go on, mate. Go.
I'm going to play devil's advocate on this because I've been saying it for a while. that referees are going to get attacked if this carries on, because there is major corruption in this league. I don't care what anyone says, there is. You only have to look at like the West Ham game. That was corruption, 100%. There was
Liverpool.
no way. Yeah, Liverpool as well. This is going to happen because the fact of the matter is people in that crowd. Yeah, back when I was in that crowd, you're passionate, and if you lose because you didn't play well enough, that's fine. We can all go off and have a beer. Yeah, and we can talk about it. But if you lose through corruption, you're going to have people running on the pitch and trying to have a go at people. It's the way it's going to go. And the fact of the matter is we've got referees in a league that's supposed to be the best league on the planet that ain't up to the job. And they're corrupt. They are 100% corrupt. Look at the Brewster challenge on Emerson. You need VAR for that. I don't get that. I'm sorry. I just don't get it. It was obvious what he did. He flew in like an Exocet missile, same as Havertz flying in onto that Newcastle player. Yeah. It was 100%. It should have been rectified, and it wasn't. And if it doesn't get rectified, people in the crowd are going to go out, and they're going to go on. You know what I mean? And so I'm going to play devil's advocate on this. The way that the referees are corrupt, you know, I'm not going to say that they deserve getting their heads kicked in or whatever like that, but they are going to face some kind of adversity because there's no punishment for referees when they make mistakes.
No, not at all.
There's none.
Bomb.
Not at all. I mean, as Budgie said here, maybe each club should
talk
to the top boys
of
the firms. Oh, mate. Each club should talk to the top boys of their firms and employ them to provide the security. Probably the only way around.
It would never work. Do you want to know why? Because the stewards who are employed, as I was, right? You know, you're taught to diffuse a situation. Whereas if you bring in these like security firms or stuff like that, they're like bouncers. So if anyone gives them lip, they're going to be like, "Don't fucking talk to me like that," and then it's going to cause more problems.
Of course, it is.
Yeah. Whereas as a steward, you're taught to diffuse situations rather than light it up. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, but the problem you've got there, Jack, you know that someone's going to try and provoke you, and also, you know, you might be a different character to the other person.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's where your problem lies as well.
Exactly. Where you employ, I don't know, depending on the size of the stand, 30 stewards, 20 stewards. Every one of them's a different person. Even if you're taught to diffuse a situation, if someone like digs you out and it's bad enough, you'd feel like saying, "Who are you talking to?" Like, just because I'm a steward, don't mean you can, you know. And they're supposed to have runners at each ground, dedicated stewards to run on the pitch to get people, rather than people leaving the stand to go somewhere else. Because they said that at the Wolves game. What caused a lot of aggro was that police and that had to leave one section and go to the trouble down that end, which is giving people a free run up this end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, how can you have too little policing at Wolves v West Brom?
Exactly.
It's not the first one,
you'd have thick.
It's not the first one.
It always does that game. You know, it's no different. All the derby games, the big derby games, especially in a cup game, it's going to kick off.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'll just quickly answer Elliot's question, man. Yeah, mate, I've had it. I've had it in away at home. You know, I've had the shit kicked out of me when in the 80s, 70s, 80s. I had a brick in my mouth at bloody Tottenham, man, walking home, you know, smashed my teeth out, cut me from there to there, broke my nose, you know. Yeah, I've had it. I didn't ask for it. I was not one of the firm. I'll put that out there right now. I was never one of them. Unfortunately,
He was. No. Check Google.
No, I was not. I was wrong place, wrong time, you know, and unfortunately it happens, you know, you just have to get out of it. And yeah, I've had the shit kicked out of me, you know, to be fair, it happens. But that's how it was back in the day, going home from a game, man. Sadly, unfortunately,
pay was decent.
You we got kicked the shit out of once at bloody Palace, man. Trying to get back to Selhurst Park station. They were waiting for us, and it was what it was. But
that must be the only time Palace gave a fight, was it?
I'm still here, so I survived.
Thanks, mate.
That's the main thing. Hey, Jed's got Abdullah Al-Harbi from Saudi Arabian Gooners on the show.
Yeah, up to you, man. Yeah, up to you. Thanks for coming over and watching.
No problem at all, Bud. You know that. We've got no problems with that.
You also have a problem with the private security firms. I was part of a private security firm for 12 years. Now, not at football matches, but at concerts and nightclubs and things like that, festivals and all that kind of stuff. And over a 12-year period, I was able to do things when I first started off in security that come the end of it. If I done it, I was in jail. So it actually took a lot of power from us that we couldn't defend ourselves the way we used to be able to defend ourselves. It was all
hear you, mate.
Yeah, Cole, your speaker's a bit. We can't hear you too clearly. That's better. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. No, I just said there about private security firms. I was part of one for 12 years. And I was able to do things at the beginning of a 12-year period that at the end I couldn't do. So the laws changed for private security firms that we couldn't just be aggressive anymore. It was all about trying to talk people down, and then if we did have to use a bit of violence to to get the situation under control, we had to write out reports, we had to be questioned about it. It turned into a complete another nightmare.
Yeah.
So after a 12-year period of doing this, I just quit one night and I said I've enough of it. And because we were getting pissed on. We were like soft boys going around because we couldn't do a thing.
Yeah.
So even at that, it's a tough situation to be involved in. But I do suggest that the FA has to clamp down somewhere or other, and they have to sort it out, because I would fear that someone will get stabbed today on the field, and who wants that?
Well, I'm just going to go back to this comment here from Elliot. Obviously he says, my cousin used to referee games, and some low-life thugs followed him back to his house, smashed all the windows in and kicked his car in. Jesus Christ, cowards.
Yeah. That's why nowadays they're struggling to get young referees.
Absolutely, Jez. I know my boys' league, the referees have got in there, and that,
But why are they not sticking to the basic rules? I think that's what pisses people off. They're not sticking to the basic rules. You watch games and it's just the basics. You know what I mean? And they're not sticking to that. So you've got to take into account there's people in that fan base, like I was back in the day, that, your team is everything. Yeah. And like I said, it's fine if you play your heart out in that game and you lose, nobody's got an issue. If you play your heart out in that game and you lose to a bullshit decision, that's constantly corrupt, you're going to be angry.
Yeah, but the fact that doesn't excuse the fact of going after people.
No, he don't. But some people just, you've had so much to drink or whatever, and that's just the way it goes. But if you didn't have that kind of corruption, then maybe you wouldn't have people like running on the pitch and doing that kind of thing.
Yeah. And
the West Ham game for me was corruption, 100%.
They could have had, that's the thing, isn't it? People, like what Yeti just said, have had too much to drink, or they've had a shovel up or whatever, and they're off their head. And then they wake up in the morning thinking, oh, what did I do? You know?
Yeah. Exactly.
No, that's Yeti, Jack. He does.
They wake up in the morning with Chris over their head and sweet. Yeah.
The thing is, society's changed, right? Because when I can remember when I was a kid, right, and I'd go to football with my granddad at Highbury. He'd go to the pub before I obviously didn't. He'd have about 6-8 pints, yeah. I'd then meet him outside the North Bank, and we'd go down to the West Stand, right? He wasn't going to get up and kick people in the head. He wasn't going to jump on the pitch and chase the referee. At the end of the day, it's the problem is that our society nowadays, there's way too much violence. Why is that? Because people are frustrated. Yeah, I mean, back in the day, the only reason there was violence at football when it all started out in the Midlands and up north was because people were frustrated. They had no jobs, they had no money, they'd go out, get to a football game, probably not even been in the pub. They just wanted to get their frustration out and kick off.
Angry, pissed off young men.
Because they're pure frustration.
Like the Mods and Rockers.
Yeah.
Like,
it's the same thing. These people are going to get on social media as well. You know, I mean, it's like the guy that said something to Cantona and then got kicked in the head. You know what I mean? These people are also going to get put out there as well. So maybe we need to stop making it such a big thing. And if you do something stupid like that, not putting your name up right in lights, because if you do that, then other people are going to do things that's stupid to get their names up in lights as well.
They become a legend within their own fan base. And then, but then what about the Cantona thing? I saw on Twitter, like big football pages putting it up 25 years ago today, or however long ago it was today. Cantona's kicked so and so in the face, and I'm like, you don't know anything about that. Yeah, a few weeks later, there was an FA Cup game, and the spillover of violence from that game, a Palace fan, got killed. Yeah, Paul Nixon, he got killed. Right, and you're glorifying that, and some poor old sod who wasn't involved in it, got killed.
Yeah,
it happens. Fans get stabbed to death with all this bullshit. It happens.
It's same as what we do with serial killers. They get films and they get this, that, and the other. So what else are you going to get in life?
This is
why people wanted to copy them to put themselves up into something.
This is why we need new referees in the game, because also, like you said, Yeti, if they make bad decisions, people who are off their face, and that they're not going to take the bad decision for an answer.
No,
right? This is why it should be foreign referees who don't have any bias towards any team, or ex-professionals who are, say, if it's a Tottenham Arsenal game, you're not going to have someone like Vieira be a referee in the VAR room or anything. You're going to have someone who didn't play for any of them clubs or whatever. This is why the whole lot needs ripping up and starting again, to be honest.
Also, like what Jez said as well, back in the day, if you ran on the pitch, Brian Clough would have smacked you one. Stuart Pearce probably would have. Vieira would have. Tony Adams would have fucking got hold of you. You know what I mean? There's also that point about it as well.
Do you know what? I would like.
He did. He got that fan, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He gave him a slap.
Smacked two of them.
Get off the pitch, man.
I'd like to see what would happen if that bloke come running on the pitch towards the referee, and if the referee stood still and didn't run. Because where the referee's running, it's a bit like the dog chasing the hare.
Yeah.
It's going to think, I'll chase after him. If the ref stood and fronted him, would he have carried on running, or would he have thought, I've made myself look like a bit of a prat?
None of them would have run at Uriah Rennie. Remember how big he was?
Yeah, he was a lump, wasn't he?
Or Kalina. He just looks scary. Even when he's happy, he looks scary.
Yeah.
It's got to stop.
It's too much of a big problem, isn't it? And you can't see it being addressed overnight. That's the biggest problem you're going to have. I mean, when you said about like the stewarding, if you look at us at the London Stadium, I mean, we don't really pay for the stewards. It's all done through the LDDC, what they're called. They're the ones that pay for everything, basically. And then again, we've had some problems there, especially when we first moved into the London Stadium, because they didn't know how to handle it, because the fans were fighting each other at this stage.
Yeah.
West Ham, Chelsea.
Yeah, that game as well. There's all that going on.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be. This is not going to go overnight. That's for sure.
No, you'll get an apology and the fan banned for life, but people sneak into grounds on a ban.
Yeah, of course.
Let's not be fooled here. It's very easy. If I was banned, you can easily get into Palace. Yeah. They don't have people behind the thing where you give your ticket to anymore. It's like a little scanner, isn't it? You put it in, the light goes green, and you're through.
all the way through.
Right.
I mean,
well, you've
and there's
also,
no one
you've
there.
also got to take into account that they've made the face mask a thing. And, you know, you can wear like a face covering or whatever like that. So they can get in that way as well because it's been made a thing now. So basically anybody can like get anywhere.
What they've done at Brighton Palace, you have to show your ticket and on the ticket has your name and you have to show ID with your name on it as well. But people get that shit easily made up.
Of course,
it's not hard. It's not hard.
I'll tell you, back in the 80s, right, when the proper firms were around, right, I was away at a game. We were away at it's the game I got ejected from, and I'd done nothing. I got a dart in my leg. I picked it up and I got chucked out. Right, fair enough. I got a 3-match ban for that by Arsenal. Right, okay, but the firm that were actually there that day, right, kicking off before, during, and after the game, 10 of them got suspended. The next home game, when I was actually allowed in, right, I'm stood there in the North Bank, and I looked around and I said, "All right, Sheepskin, how you doing, mate? I thought you were blocked." And he went, "Yeah, I'm blocked, man, but I've still got in."
It's the same today. It's just as easy.
Just to interrupt you guys, because just let you know, Carl Rossi's at the run. Take care, all. Take care, Carl.
Carl.
Take care, Carl, man.
There you go, Carl.
I mean, I was just going to go back to what you're saying, Jez, with the referees. I mean, like as Budgie says here, there's not going to be anyone wanting to be a ref if this gets any worse. Who wants to go to work to get abused or assaulted?
Exactly.
And not being funny, on Sunday now, I mean, I think if you look at it, was it £40 or £45 referees get paid and what they get put up with? Yeah, I know.
I'd get more than what they got as a steward. I'd be on 12, 13 quid an hour.
Bloody hell.
You know,
at the same point, they're being corrupt, and they're being corrupt for a reason. They're obviously on some kind of payroll to be corrupt. So, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, if you're going to try and take a payoff, then you know you might have to face something to take that.
Referees aren't corrupt, man. I can tell you that right now. They're not corrupt. They're not. Referees are not corrupt. But
did you not see the West Ham game? That was corruption, 100%.
They make mistakes. We've all done it. It's not corruption.
I don't believe that, Jez. I don't believe that at all.
I'll tell you now, they're not corrupt.
Tony Claude.
They can't afford referees now. It's a full-time job. Back in the day, they had a job.
Brown envelopes, mate.
And they had a job, and they had a full-time job, and the job they did as a referee. I worked with one of them. He actually he took over. He was the referee in the middle of the League Cup final back in '91. I worked with the guy. Nice fella. I swear to God, right now they can't. If they're on £100,000 a year, they're not going to be taking brown envelopes because they get caught out, mate. That's their job gone.
Yeah,
they're finished.
Yeah, but they don't get caught out because it never gets looked into, and they never actually get any recompense for what they do wrong.
Nah.
So how the hell could you call them out if they don't get any punishment? You can't have any job where you don't get any punishment for doing wrong. That is ridiculous. And they never get any punishment on any of it. They get sent to the championship, yes. But they've already got a contract for what they get paid for, like, probably, I don't know, the next 2-3 years. So what's it matter if they go down to the championship? Still get the same money.
Every year. They get reviewed every year.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
this is the problem,
what you said there, I mean, obviously, you know, the question, a couple of people asking the same question. How much do referees actually make in the Prem?
£100,000.
I don't know. But you know what the problem is, though? You know, you're saying like that they get reviewed at the end of the season and kept on if they're good enough or whatever. If they're deemed not good enough, we don't have. This is the problem: the influx of people wanting to be referees. You don't have like the gag for that job, if you know what I mean, because no one wants to go to work and get abused and scrutinised everything they do.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard to find people who want to do it.
I mean, in all fairness, we talk about this, but look at that. Neil Warnock, he was a fully qualified referee.
Yeah.
And you know, he never wanted to referee in the Premier League or the Championship, because obviously he was getting paid X amount of money being a manager. But he said the only time that he refereed was when he wasn't managing a game, and they used to do like they used to play football on the side, like, and he used to referee like charity games and stuff like that. You know, that was the only time he was a referee, because he said you don't get no problem with that. He said, all right, you might get a bit of stick from people from the other team, you know, past, like, you know, the fans from the other team, like, he said, but that was it, like, sort of thing. But he said in an interview, he said, I would never want to be a full-time referee because of what we've all got to go through. So, you know, if he said it, there's got to be some truth in it.
Got to be something in there. Just got to quickly bounce on that one. I mean, Pepsi Pack saying breaking news: Arteta leaving at the end of the season. I don't know.
Leaving the stadium to go home.
That's our window done now, Tim. That's our window done. He signed a contract now. He signed a contract to 2028. That's our signing.
Question. How do you think Arteta could end up going to Barcelona this summer?
Yeah. He's just signed another contract, Kyle, to 2028.
I don't think he will.
Anthony, contracts in football, my friend, not worth the paper it's on.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
They literally
signed the contract up to 2026. He's gone at the end of the season.
Their money, their value contracts are value protectors. That's all they are.
Yeah. Don't mean anything.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Elise just signed a new contract with us, but he's going to be gone in the summer because someone's going to pay the money. They already said Manchester United want to pay the money, so they're all just to drum up the value. That's what they are.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Carl just nailed it there. Klopp signs a contract 2026 and says he's leaving at the end of the season. It just shows what contract means.
That is true, you know. That thing where someone said leaving at the end of the season, some account with a verified account has said Mikel Arteta has informed his entourage that he is leaving Arsenal at the end of the season.
Interesting. There could be
as reported by a Spanish...
More PR.
As reported by a Spanish thing.
It's just pinged up on my phone now. Arteta to leave Arsenal at the end of the season.
It's more PR. It's exactly the same as what he said at the start of this.
It's in a Spanish newspaper.
I'm going to leave because I'm not good enough for this job. What an absolute load of bollocks. Because he knew he was going to pull in all these 50% knobhead Arsenal fans. Oh, please don't leave. Please don't leave. I can't live without you and all that kind of shit. What a load of bollocks.
It was in a Spanish paper, and the paper, I don't know if it's a paper or like a news Twitter account, has got 2 million followers.
Well, so true then.
It's a Spanish paper, so
just going to catch up on some of the comments here. So obviously, my mate Keith is an ex-pro ref and ex-Met Copper. He reckons the refs are incompetent and bent.
He's bent. That's true. If you're an ex-Met Copper, mate, then you are bent. That's for sure.
True. Do you know what? Some people
are bent. There's no doubt about that.
Some people have put a thing in. It says they put a picture of Arteta, and someone replying to that thing has put they're scared of him dog walking this league, so they're spreading fake news about him leaving. Arteta is here to take Arsenal back to its rightful place, and I'm like, I'm cringing reading that. That is cringe.
Yeah. People saying it. Look, it's all over Twitter. Got obviously Alex Smith saying check Google. It's legit.
Could this be the day that Jez gets pissed on stream with all the bottles of wine going?
Bottles of wine, fucking bangers, party poppers.
True. Xavi came out there last night and he said that I'm no longer going to be the Barcelona manager. I'm from here. I don't like what's going on. Don't like the project. I'm gone at the end of the season. I'm telling you, lads, Arteta could be the next Barcelona manager, and I give him a different.
I hope he is for you, to be honest.
Carl, it'll get rid of him from your club,
guys, because you need to get rid of that bum.
Thank God.
Well, the only manager that fighter is Mourinho.
I'll pay for his flights of it.
As long as he's manager for our game on Tuesday, he can do whatever he wants.
Exactly that.
I'm the manager for that game.
He can walk on water that stage before the end of the game.
Yeah,
I mean, as
exactly.
Julius says, Arteta getting a new contract means no ambition in the club, and that's what got me the worrying thing, isn't it? I mean, yes, that's the next object. Arteta getting his contracts, as Jez mentioned in his previous stream. Why are you giving a contract at this time of the season and to a man that's really achieved nothing in 4 years?
The tone, that's what I said in Jez's stream. If you think that, Jurgen Klopp can leave the Liverpool job, the most attractive job out there at the minute, right? And he can leave, why do people in here think that Arteta can't leave to go to Barcelona?
Exactly.
He should do. I've never known.
If he does.
I've never known, and I said this on my shows, I've said it on anybody else's show. I've never known an FA Cup win, like one cup, can keep a manager in a job for 3.5 years after winning that cup.
Ten Hag's done it at United, won a Carabao Cup, and he's very under pressure that he could be out the door at any minute. They're not wanting to keep him.
Yeah.
They're not wanting to keep him, and he won him a cup and second place in his first season.
Yeah, but the thing there, Jack, you've got a new owner coming in, and also he wants progress. He wants trophies. He wants to get back to the old ways.
Exactly.
And he will make change. Whereas the current owners at Arsenal, they think this man is the best thing since sliced bread, and he's staying.
He's the next Messiah, mate. And unfortunately, it's all PR bullshit.
100%.
I don't understand the philosophy and the fact that you'll offer this guy another contract. He's won nothing.
You know who'll be your next manager? Who'll be your next manager if he does leave? Arteta's number 2.
Probably.
AirPod Albert.
Well, I mean, he did a lot better at times, to be fair.
I think it's an absolute disgrace that Arsenal Football Club is offering this clown a new contract. This clown has achieved absolutely nothing. It shows me the lack of ambition. It shows me, like I've said millions of times, no winning mentality. It's not a club anymore. It's a brand, and it's all about money.
Yeah.
Do you know what? At the minute, there is one manager available who, with that squad, I think would win Arsenal something, and his name is Jose Mourinho. That fella is available right now. He hasn't got a job. He's available.
Yeah.
Look, that he could have won something at Spurs, and people go, he won nothing there. They sacked him a couple of days before a cup final. And if anyone's going to scam you a cup, it's him.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So 100%. But the Kroenkes will not have him because he's not a yes man. He's not a yes man.
There's a great comment here by Eyeball Paul, and he says here Arsenal have invested in Arteta.
Wrongly.
But they've invested
wait a minute. Let me get to grips with what's going on at the minute. So basically, Arteta's been offered a 2-year contract, and he's turned around and said he's leaving
have a look.
at the end of the year.
I've seen it, man. I'm just going to answer.
Season. Is that what's happening?
He's a troll, man.
Who knows?
But Pete, it's you. You are the clowns. You're the pricks in the fan base, man. You're the ones who need to leave ASAP because you're the idiots. You are the clowns, and basically just fuck off out the club. Simple as that.
Do you know what?
Definitely.
This is what I said on your last stream, Jez. It's Arsenal FC, not Arteta FC.
Exactly.
1886.
Yeah.
Not 2024.
Yeah.
Exactly. If one player don't make a team, then surely one manager doesn't make a team. Especially a one that ain't no good. So nothing is bigger than the football club. Nothing.
Even Cloughie's not bigger than our football club.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And he's a legend.
At the end of the day, that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, all the time Arsenal Football Club have these little plastic arse-wipes supporting Arteta. We're never going to move.
Nope.
We're never going to move. And I'll call them all day long. I mean, the show I did today with Northside, right? We both sat there and said, if Arteta proved us wrong, I'd be happy if he came back and he won us the Champions League or the Premier League. I'd say, fair play, mate. You've done it. You've proved me wrong. And I respect and thank you for doing that. I will shut my mouth and you keep going and well done.
Yeah,
but I know that's not going to happen.
No, not
he ain't going to win the Champions League. He ain't going to win the Premier League. We're out of the FA Cup. We're out of the Carrier Bag Cup. We're out of the Cup every year. The guy is not the levels. And all the time we've got idiots like Pete Hayward or whatever his other Sude, the million of names he comes in with, right? They are the clowns in the club. And I doubt Pete Hayward or whatever you want to call yourself. I bet you've never been to a game in your life. You've never seen Arsenal win. So why didn't you just shut the F up and piss off? Because
he's probably a young kid, Jenny. I mean. He's probably a young kid, Jez, in his basement with like fucking Andrex tissues, you know, with pictures of Arteta on his wall, fucking tossing off all the time.
Do you know what it is, though? What makes me laugh? You are Arsenal fans, not yourselves, but the plastics, are supposedly happy with the bullshit that's going on, right? And he's won nothing, right? He's won nothing. Do these same Arsenal fans then, who support Arsenal and obviously sometimes their national team is England, are they happy with Southgate? The majority of people want Southgate out because he's got a fantastic squad and should be winning something.
Yeah,
but he isn't.
He should be gone.
But he isn't, and people want him to go. So why does Arteta get to stay?
That's two managers who want to go straight away.
You know what that is, don't you?
Go on then.
That it'd be Southgate's last campaign. This one. Hence, this is my own opinion. Why do you reckon Jose Mourinho's out of a job? I think he'd be the next England manager.
I'd love him as England manager. You know,
there's a possibility.
We'd win something.
I mean, just going to go.
I'm sorry, Mourinho's not going to be England manager. The same reason.
No, he's not. But I'd love him to be
England manager. You know, they speak too much facts. They don't talk bullshit. They say it exactly the way it is, and he was exactly the way for Clough. If Clough had become England manager, then he would have been the best England manager we've ever seen.
Yeah,
but he's not a yes man. Simple as that.
Exactly.
This bullshit is coming from about Arteta going at the end of the season.
I don't.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, Jez, I mean, Arsenal when it's commenting, and you just said about it, kind of thing. When the social media bullshit is, and we know what Arteta's like. He probably feels left out, and that's why he said, "I'm leaving at the end of the season," because he did.
The
linelight's been deflected.
Or to get more money on his contract.
Well, last week we were talking about the crap of giving him a new contract. I bet I'll put you money on this. I'll put your money on this. It's his agent is doing this to say, oh, well, Xavi's leaving at the end of this season. Barcelona want Arteta, right? Let's put it out there that Arteta's going to go, and it's bullshit. Oh, well, that'll just up Arsenal, giving him a better contract. I won't fall.
Why the hell would Barcelona want Arteta?
Exactly.
He's not fuck with you guys. Why the fuck would Arteta? Why the fuck would Barcelona want Arteta? It makes no sense. They need to sort of build themselves back up.
It's a cheaper option yet.
Barcelona will want
success
in their first year. They won't expect failure.
Don't fuck all with you. So why the fuck would Barcelona want fucking Arteta?
You know what he said? You know where it went, Arteta spoke to his entourage that he's saying he's leaving at the end of the season. The entourage is his agent or management.
Guarantee, Jack.
To say, I want XYZ wages on my contract. That's what it is.
Dow, big up Dow. He's saying obviously more than one outlet reporting Arteta to Barca. So,
I hope it's true. I hope it is.
I hope it's true for you guys.
I'm not religious. Really I will pray to God that this is true. Yeah. I want him gone.
Definitely.
If he's going to sod off to Barcelona, unlucky Barcelona. Yeah, but if go.
If we lose on Tuesday, Roy Hodgson's available if you want him to steer the ship. He'll steer it into the rocks and sink it, but still.
Like I say, the only thing I would say is Barcelona, take him on Wednesday. Don't take him on Tuesday. We need to beat these fucking Arsenal mugs on Tuesday, and then you can take him on Wednesday.
Do you think there could be any truth in it, though?
No.
Kyle, you said there's truth.
I do, Jack. I don't know. I honestly do, man.
It could be. I don't know. But I mean,
there's a big possibility that Arteta will go to Barcelona in the summer. I honestly do believe that. And I hope I'm right, because sooner the fucking better he goes.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree with you totally.
Kyle, I pray to God that he goes. This is true. That I'll tell you what, I'm having a birthday every day to my
100%.
Jez, invite us all round for a barbecue when it happens.
Come round, man. You can. I've got great barbecue, man. You can come and be the chef. I'll get the fillet steaks in, man. You can
get the lot. Get the whole cow in.
Well, at the end of the day, lads, at the end of the day, all joke aside, we have been shouting about this fella to go for the last 3.5 years. I didn't want him here in the first place. Jay's would have been wanting to see him. This 3.5 years for being on the books. So hopefully this is true. Hopefully he gets on an airplane, goes to Barcelona, and never come back.
Yeah. 100%. I mean, Arsenal Manics asking the question: doesn't he deserve a testimonial for his achievements?
No. Fuck all. Fuck all. Do you know what? I'll tell you something now. Mikel Arteta is the fifth highest paid manager in the Premier League. The fifth. Yeah. He's on 8.5 million a year. 8.5 million a year in wages, Mikel Arteta. Right? So you're telling me, and this is now. So if Barcelona goes to him and approaches him, and then the Cronkies turn around and say, well, hang on, we want you here, right? And they offer him another 2 years contract. They'll have to offer him a contract, at least. They'll have to match what Barcelona is offering him, plus more.
Problem is Barcelona skin.
I would fucking piss myself if you get rid of Arteta and get fucking Roy Hodgson.
Yeah, but don't forget though, if memory recalls, do they not pay tax out there?
Well, I don't know. They've had to sell I think the tax is high.
I need a bit.
I'm not sure, but they've had to sell quite a lot of stuff, haven't they, Barcelona? I think they had to share. They have like a media studio or something. They had to sell it, and so I don't know. I think it's either very high or not a lot. But we'll have to Google that. But if he does go to Barcelona, they want success like now.
Of course,
they're not happy to wait 5 years.
Jack, there'll be no phases 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in Barcelona.
If you're not phase win, you're out, mate.
Yeah,
exactly. But if he goes, look at Jose Mourinho. I mean, Jose Mourinho, he was on £22 million a year at Tottenham plus bonuses, right?
Yep.
That's a fact. Then he went to Roma, so obviously Roma was paying his wages there, and obviously he was the manager of them. But now it's like what I said. If Arsenal get a manager in like that, and let's say we've offered him £25 million a year, yeah, I guarantee you, because it was like Wenger. When Wenger was in charge, he was paid an extortionate amount of wages, right? We then spent less money on players.
Yeah,
and that's true. That's true. But now, because we've got a manager that's on less wages, we then got more money to spend on players.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? It works both ways.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But I just have a feeling that if Jose had been in charge this long, you would have won something.
No,
no matter what cup it is, you would have won something.
Unai Emery would have won us the league last season.
Yeah, Unai Emery would have done. Look what he's done at Aston Villa with supposed players who are nowhere near as good. You know, he even had them, Aston Villa, in the conversation of maybe being a title challenger. To even entertain that, and where was they? 14th place under Steven Gerrard.
No,
he's brought the player in.
He took him over. Aston Villa was 17th.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he took him up, and he finished what, 6th, 7th?
He hasn't even had. I think if you think Arteta's had what, 700 million quid, he's probably had 80%, less than 80% of that.
Yeah.
He's probably had 200 mil out of that, or
I mean, obviously, you've got a J1 search saying there, who would you replace Arteta? I'm saying the Girona manager who wins the league.
Jose Mourinho.
You're getting Steve Cooper.
The Girona manager is what was touted for the Newcastle job for Eddie Howe.
Give me the job, mate, and I'll tell you what, I'd sort that club out within 9 months.
I tell you what, give Jez the job, offer him a £5 million contract. Jez will take that, and then
I'll be the T man.
They wouldn't like me. But I'll tell you what, there'd be a lot of players crying every single sodding day, and I'll tell you what, the board would hate me with a vengeance because I just call them all out, and I'd probably be sacked within a month, but I'd probably back on the road. That's for sure. Yeah. I mean, you're
going to get Steve Cooper, mate.
No.
Well, you see, this is the problem I have, though, Yeti. The problem I have is that I'm listening to everybody says the same thing. Who do you replace Arteta with? My reply back is, we're going to have to replace him with someone because we're not going to sit around for the next 5-10 years achieving nothing, season in, season out,
failure after failure after failure. To be honest.
You know what it is, Kyle? Yeah.
Simone hasn't won a trophy in like 3 or 4 years. Diego Simone. So I do get it why everybody wants Simone. I would love him in, but if you look at his recent form and the amount of trophies he's won, he hasn't really won a lot in his managing career. Simone, he's won a couple, but he hasn't won one in 3 or 4 years now.
The thing is, Arteta ain't walking away from anything because he's an arrogant person. It's all PR. This is all like pushing you down a road. You know, it's obvious, really. Do
you know what it is, Kyle? What you were saying, yeah? That when people go, who do you want to replace Arteta with? It's the same as a player. If you want a manager, you go and pay it. You go and pay for him.
Yeah.
It's the same as a player. You don't get players unless any decent players really on a free, do you?
Yeah.
If you want the top managers, you have to pay.
That's it.
That's how it goes.
True. So coming back to
always
Arsenal,
someone out there.
Go on, Carl.
Yeah, there will be.
Yeah.
There's always someone out there. Like, who would have ever thought that Arteta would have ended up being Arsenal manager? I never did.
No.
But he did.
He's a rookie, mate.
So one thing I will say, I'm actually going to come back to Arsenal again. Actually, you probably saw it in a few of the newspapers and articles and that about your food prices. So I showed you a steak sandwich, chips, and a drink. A bottle of water, bear in mind, for the lovely sum of £24.80, I think.
What a fucking bargain!
It's 28 quid. It's 28 pounds.
28 quid with a beer, Anthony. That is.
Oh, is it?
With a beer.
Right.
So the steak sandwich was £17. You're looking at £4.50 for chips, and then it was £2.49, I think, for a bottle of water, or £6.60 for a pint, which then put it up to £28.10.
Well, recently, my birthday.
That's the joke that your fans are, because they'll pay that as well.
Robbing bastards. And what steak is it? I bet it's a fucking frying steak, a cheap steak, innit? It's not like a rub steak in a sandwich.
Yeah.
I don't think it was even flat iron, Jack. It looked like it
not
was
Salt Bay.
Definitely not salt based. Well, you never know. It could have been. This is in the Royal. Is it the Royal Oak you've got in the stadium?
Yeah,
it was being served in there.
Yeah.
Royal jokes in the stadium.
At Palace. It's the thing with these football grounds. It's the same with Palace everywhere. Once you're in through the turnstiles, they know you're fucked. So if you're hungry or thirsty, you have to pay their money. Same as when you're in an airport and you go through security. You can't get back out again.
The difference with that, though, Jack, is the fact of they tried to put the prices up in the London Stadium on the beers, and we protested, and they actually reduced the price back down again because they know that no one was going to pay it.
But the thing is with that, Tone, at West Ham, I'd say a good 85%, 90% of your fans are not plastic.
No. We go down to Wetherspoons, mate.
Yeah, they're from the old Upton Park. They'll won't take any of that shit. Whereas on a match day at Arsenal, you probably have 60% of the fans in there of old school and 40% of the plastics who will pay that.
Tourists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the same way as they'll go to a posh restaurant. They'll do an Anthony and go to a posh restaurant and let the woman pay.
Yeah.
And then...
they don't talk about that.
Yeah, you know what, Jack? You're a chef. You need to get in on that, actually.
You need to get exactly. That's it. Just want to say hello to Happy Amaret that's on the show. So welcome into here. Nice seeing you in here.
You know how much it is like to open restaurants and that? It's over £1 million. Well over £1 million. That's why they fail.
Let me tell you, if you're in England, in the country, to go out to see the games, what about the likes of myself now that we have to buy a flight? First of all, like I always say, 2-hour journey to get to the airport from where I live. Then I have to get a flight over the Stansted.
Do you stay over, Carl?
Sorry?
Do you stay over?
Yeah, I stay in the Queen's Hotel. It's just a couple of hundred yards up from 12 Pins, the pub 12 Pins there in Finsbury.
Hotel price as well?
Hotel price as well. And there's a train. I have to get a train from Stansted down to Liverpool Street. That's £30 English money, sterling.
Yeah.
And then you have to get the tube, obviously. Then you have to go and get a few pints. You have your hotel.
Grub.
And then your match tickets. And I put it in the Jesus show there today. A friend of mine went to see Arsenal versus Man United last season. He paid €400 for his ticket. €400 for a match ticket.
Oh,
it's crazy. And then you go into the stadium and it's 27 quid for a steak sandwich and a drink of water. It's embarrassing. It's a joke. It's an insult.
It is.
Like your
seats are not cheap, though, are they?
Carl? Yeah.
Your seats are not cheap.
People keep paying it, so it's going to keep being.
They're going to keep exactly. Yes, people will keep paying it. It's like here in Ireland.
Yeah.
I won't speak about England because I've no idea. But over here in Ireland, we have a serious problem. We're after letting in too many foreigners into the country, and our people can't get a fucking house.
Yeah.
We have homelessness all over the place. The country is on its knees, but the people will not speak out. I will, but for one of me, there's 10,000 want. And it's the same with this.
100%.
Everybody, 60,000, 65,000 people will go to see Arsenal. Probably 40,000 will pay for the steak sandwich. So what will they do? They'll keep charging the prices.
Yeah. If no one bought it,
if
no one bought it and all the food went off, they'd soon put the price down.
Exactly.
Like at Palace.
Jack, I always say.
Until people stop going, right?
Exactly, James.
That's what happened with Wenger. People turned their backs. They didn't go. I said on a stream today, right? I took my grandson to his first football match last year at Brighton away, right? And it cost me £15 for him as a junior, right? And it cost me £47 for me. We go down, travel's easy to get there, blah, 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 blah. Of course, he wanted a program and he wanted this and but it cost me around 160 quid there, day out. I enjoyed it. He loved it. He keeps begging me to take him to the Emirates. And I said earlier, guys, didn't I? Right? I priced it out. Even getting seats, cheap seats up in the gods, right? It's £85 for me. Yeah, £65 for him. He's 9 years old.
Right?
Yeah.
Once we as a little kid, 9-year-old, he's going to go in the club shop. You know that. And I'm not going to. He's going to want a program. Yeah, nearly £9.50. Yeah, then he's going to want something to eat. Then he's going to want a Coke, £5.50. Yeah, blah blah blah. I priced it out, and I said to my missus, I said we've travel up to Finsbury Park. Yeah, and we can get off and walk over the bridge. Blah. That is going to be minimum day out, 250 quid.
Yeah.
I go with my girlfriend.
And that's why it is that, though, Jez. That's why it is that, though, Jez. Because people pay it. They're the idiots. They're the idiots that pay this shit.
I remember the days of the championship.
It won't be that price at the end of the day. One thing I've got to cover is Pete Haywood said something that's made me celebrate Big Star. And I know it will you, Jez, as well. If he does leave, I'll follow him to Barcelona and give up Arsenal, to be honest. Great. That'd be fucking awesome.
Happy Hammer, say my teeth in. Happy Hammer says, I just get tanked up before I get to the ground. And that's what I think most people do.
Yeah, that's what most people do.
What's the point of going into a club and paying their prices when you can go to a pub and pay decent prices?
I remember the days of the championship when I used to go £10 an adult, £5 a child. And as soon as you go up into the Premier League, times it by 20. You know?
Seriously.
It's ridiculous.
Fucking hell, that's cheap, because I tell you what, Ashton Gate was much dearer than that.
Yeah, it was £10 an adult, £5 a child.
Yeah, but no, to go and watch Bristol City now at Ashton Gate, yeah, you're talking about 38, 40 quid now.
Yeah, it's flitted its way down. The pricing is flitters its way down. But I go with my girlfriend.
Now we've got Tavares, it's £5 a dog.
The thing is, at the Emirates, around the Emirates, there's not that many pubs now.
No,
that's the thing, isn't it? That's the other thing.
You know, around Highbury back in the day, I could. Well, when I lived there, I could tell you 10 pubs. They're all gone. There's only 2.
Yeah.
One's now an Irish pub. Fine, it's good. The other one, my favourite, my local, went 12 years ago. Yeah, that's where we used to go all the time. Not just down the bottom behind the clock end.
That was the master plan, yes.
Sorry?
That was the master plan, to turn everybody towards all these clubs that cost more money. Get rid of all the little pubs.
All the pubs.
James, you know? The only 2 pubs I go to when I'm over there is the 12 Pins and the Gutter Tavern. That's it.
Yeah, that's the only ones that are around. You've got the 12 Pins. On a match day, you're lucky if you can get in.
Yeah.
Because it's rammed. It's absolutely bleeding rammed. And then you used to have the Gunnersbury up on Gillespie Road, which is gone. That's now flats. That was my granddad's old local.
What about the Tollington?
You got the Tollington as well, but you try and get there on a match day.
Yeah.
You know?
It's ridiculous, like these prices and stuff, because I sometimes go with my girlfriend to watch Palace. And we have to go on FA Cup games because otherwise you're looking well over 150 quid. You know, to watch us, and it's more than likely we're going to fucking lose. So it feels even worse then.
Well, Jack,
that's Crystal Palace.
Yeah,
Jack.
No disrespect, but you know,
I'm 39 years supporting Arsenal this season, and I have a daughter 14. And I always said I'd love to bring you over to see a match. Can't afford it, Jack. It's very, very sad to say for a supporter of 39 years can't bring his daughter over to see again because it's too expensive.
Yeah, I know.
Shocking. But these clubs don't give a fuck about me or you.
No,
they don't.
They don't care. They care about, it's all about that.
Yeah. I had to pay 30 quid a ticket to watch Hartlepool, Palace v Hartlepool in the cup.
Well, look at this one.
The thing is, guys, though, that is what you was always going to get by wanting billionaire owners.
Of course, that's
they're not billionaires for nothing. They're billionaires because they screw people over left, right.
People, all the time you've got a big club like Arsenal. It's the same at Tottenham, right? I'm sure it's the same at Chelsea. Yeah. You've got fans from abroad, and good luck to them, right? And you get people fly. I've been at the Emirates, and I've seen people from Thailand or where God knows where they come from, right? And they're there taking all their pictures, their selfies. Brilliant. Well done. Fantastic, right? That trip, God, how much money has that cost you?
Well, look at Eros here. Eros has had to pay $600 for the Sheffield versus Arsenal game.
Well, I got chatting.
Never going to do that again.
He'd come from Australia.
Unbelievable.
Just before I left, just before I gave my season ticket up, he'd flown from Australia, right? He had been born in London as a little boy. his parents emigrated. He always wanted to come to watch Arsenal. He flew over, right? He flew over to see Arsenal at the Emirates. And I said, man, you know, fair play, well done. How much this cost you? He said, well, I'm going to stay for the week to go around London because obviously, you know, $2 grand.
$2 grand, bloody hell.
Right, and that's not just to go to the game. Let's get it right, right? But I said to him, so you've come for one game? And he said, yeah, and I'll be flying home on the next Monday, whatever it was. And I said, so you paid $2 grand to come over? And the sad thing is, we lost.
Yeah. See, that's what makes it even worse, man.
Yeah.
That's what makes it even worse when that happens. But what Yeti was saying about having these billionaire owners and stuff, and some of them come out, didn't they? Go, oh, I was a fan of the club and all this. No.
Yeah.
They're businessmen first, fans second. That's what they are.
J1 Search has backed it up. He said that at the end of the day, it's a business, which it is.
I mean,
the thing is, what you've got to understand is they would rather fill the stands with like foreign fans who don't know the history or don't know anything like that. They just want to turn up to a game and enjoy the game and things like that. That is what they want. They actually want those kind of fans because they're never going to ask for anything more.
No,
because they don't know what more means.
No, of course. I mean, look here. It costs Budgie 150 quid every game he goes to. That's a minimum.
Budgie, mate, you live about 11 miles from me. So, yeah, I know the cost, bro. You know, I'm guessing you live in Hawley or Crawley or around that area. But, mate, same for me. I'm not far from you where you are.
Maybe you can car share, Jez, when we play each other. In car share.
The thing is, it's fucking disgusting because it's been taken away from the general fucking fan, the common working fucking man, which is what football was all about. And it's now becoming more of a rich man's sport. I can't afford to go. There's no way
it's becoming like F1
anymore.
It's becoming like 100%. F1. The whole show before it is more than the racing. It's the same with the football.
But the problem is, Jack, is we've always asked for this.
Yeah.
Fans always asked for having billionaire owners. You know, and when you've got billionaire owners,
they're going
to want to just keep going with the money. They're not going to be interested in what you want. They just want the money.
No.
Yeah, look, going back on the Arteta Barcelona thing, as AFC always says here, Arteta trending more now than we were in the title race last season. So they've achieved what they wanted.
It's because, like I said, there is a chance that I think he might go, but it's to get XYZ in the contract. That's what it is.
He ain't going nowhere. He's not going anywhere. Trust me, he's not going anywhere. It's just more PR bullshit, like what he did at the start of the season, saying, "Oh, I got really depressed last season, and you know, I don't think I can be this and the other." He's appealing to the 60%, 70% of idiot Arsenal fans. That's what he's doing.
Yeah,
that's what they want.
All PR.
Of course, Happy Emirates says here, I wouldn't be able to afford to go if I didn't have a season ticket every season. And I think that's with most people. Like you said, you can't afford to do it, like most people can't.
Same.
No, not in a million years.
If it wasn't for having that season ticket, then she wouldn't be seeing the games either.
That's why it pisses me off when we get knocked out of the FA Cup, because that's the only route where it's cheap enough for me to really go and watch games.
Exactly. Big up to TJ Warren.
When I see us throwing that game, all right, TJ, throwing away the FA Cup game against Everton, it pisses me off because there's fans that can only go and afford it that way.
How much is a season ticket at West Ham now?
I think the cheapest at the time, I think it was around about £500.
£3.5. See how much ours is.
£3.5
grand. I think it's £5 and a curry.
And that's club level. £3.5 grand at Arsenal.
Yeah,
that's mad.
Plus the travel,
man.
It's a disgrace, man. It's an absolute.
And Arsenal have always had the audacity to put it up season after season.
Yeah,
and it's been season of shit.
Crazy.
I mean, look at that. Ross saying there, he's been to 3 matches. It's cost him over $1,000, and that's just for the tickets alone.
Yeah, it would do.
Our cheapest is 420 quid. At Palace, 420. It should be £4.20, not 420.
Yeah. Well, the way you're playing at the minute,
The way that's going on at the minute,
joke, man.
it should be £4.20.
It's a fair comment by Eyeball Paul here. He says, if FP is restricting signings and wages, then why isn't it restricted ticket prices? Of course.
Well,
yeah.
Great point.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Spot on.
There you go, Jez. You was right. Crawley. Yeah, Crawley.
Hey, Budgie, give me a shout, man. I'll come and meet you for a beer one day.
Yeah. He seemed like a sound guy, Budgie.
He is, mate. He's a legend. He's a good guy. William H. Ruby, last Arsenal game I went to was the NLD in 17-18 season. We won 2-0. Mustafi and Alexis scored. Went there to be my last game. Cost me £80. Season was a shit show, so I'm glad I stopped going. And I think that's what the majority of people these days. A lot of people don't go to games anymore.
But that was kind of...
I'd love nothing more than to go back to the
same here.
It just costing me too much.
Same here. Why should? And also, if your club is like mine and it's absolute in a shit state at the minute, why the hell should I pay £420 for a season ticket or whatever when the club aren't giving me anything back?
No, I mean
I want something back.
$420 season ticket price for me when I was in the Championship, when I used to go there all the time. It was about $420 for me then.
Yeah. As Jay once says again, was he depressed when those millions hit his bank account? Not at all. Guarantee that. I'd say. Not at all. Exactly. So I say, on a side note, I paid £60 to watch Sunday for an Ashes cricket match. Drink was reasonable price too. All day in there, not like 2 hours for a football match. Fair share.
Yeah.
I remember saying, when you relist your seat, if you can't make it, you get the money paid into a club cash account that you can't draw from. For me, it just goes to
big up here. Am I right?
That's good if you can do that.
You're a West Ham fan, but I'm not going to judge you like that.
Yeah, big up Drew for that. I certainly can't afford going. My daughter comes before Arsenal. Absolutely,
but
mate.
It's like me, like I was saying, when I take my girlfriend in that and it costs us £160 all in, right? I would rather go out to a nice restaurant or something for that price and have a nice meal or have a nice day or whatever. Not go to there. And if you lose, it really feels like a kick in the nuts. And it could be pissing down with rain. Yeah. I'd rather go and have a nice posh meal somewhere for that price.
Yeah.
Whereas Kiefer says here, the price of the shirts now are ridiculous, and they've started bringing a new one every year again. And that's your problem, isn't it? Shirts being bought every single time. You know, when you think how many shirts get bought in it. I mean, what you got now? 3 or 4 shirts now, Jez?
Don't buy them. Don't buy them. Don't buy any merch.
3 or 4 shirts. You've got loads.
They're coming out every single week. Different jerseys, different T-shirts, different top. For what?
It's ridiculous.
There's no way I'll buy merch. Why would I invest money in a club that's winning nothing, underachieving, failure?
You might as well call Ian Wright the mannequin, because that's what he is. He just models things. Mannequin man.
We like writing. Woohoo!
Well, they're bringing out the 95 Way shirt, 30th anniversary shirt.
I swear that was a shit season for you, 95.
It was. It's crap. But they're
exactly.
They're bringing this out, man. Yeah. And why? Why? Because they're going to get people all over the world, right, who didn't support Arsenal back then, but fair play. I respect you. But why do Arsenal push this all the time? Advertising old school crap. At the end of the day, it's an old shirt. I don't care. I've got one.
Exactly.
Yeah? Why do it? It's money, 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 money.
Of course.
Yeah. Are we going to let Anthony speak? Because he looks like he's fell asleep.
I just want to finish this off, right? Let Anthony come in, man. When Arsenal sell a new season shirt, right, they get 5%. 5%. When they're selling old retro shirts, like the old bruised banana, let's drag that one out. Let's bring out, I'm surprised they haven't brought out the 71 Cup final shirt yet, because that will sell fucking millions, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They bring out the 95 one. They get 100%. 100% of that comes to them, because there's no low. You've got the club badge, right? But you may not have a sponsor on it. If you want to buy the one with the sponsor at the time, then the club don't get all the revenue. But The fact is, why? Because it's money. Oh, shut up. How do we get in there? Jump in.
Billionaire owners, so it's always going to be money.
And that was my third Arsenal shirt that I bought, was back in '95, because that was the '94. It was '94-'95 that George Graham was sacked, and it was '95-'96 that Bruce Rioch come in the following season. It was still the same shirt. It had the collar down. It had the white collar you could fold down. JVC had the proper badge of what Jed's got behind him there, and at the back of the shirt, it came down longer, and in blue writing it said Arsenal across the back. Right, and that was the one I had as well, and they're on about bringing that one back. Bloody hell! I mean, I'm not being funny. I got an Arsenal shirt upstairs that's in a bloody picture frame, O2 sponsored, and it's actually signed by Freddie Ljungberg himself. So, you know, how much is that worth?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah. Just some more comments going to read in the chat there. So she Hammerat says, my last away game was Anfield in December. Hours travelling, dog shite weather, dog shite game.
But like our shirt, even our shirt at Palace, the home shirt is £85.99.
Really?
£85.99. Yeah. I was like, oh, maybe I'll get one for my girlfriend and it have like her name on the back, and stuff like that. But when I saw it's £85.99 just for the shirt, and you have extra to put the words on and stuff, over £100. Fuck off.
Yeah,
they're paying that.
Ridiculous. When
and then they bring out a next one.
Drew Gunners are saying here, what it would cost me for me and my daughter to go to one football match, I'd rather put that towards a new guitar for her. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
100%.
Yeah, look, as AFC always says, Ian Wright, Martin Keown, Kevin Campbell, Ray Parler, all 100%. On the payroll. We know that.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Know that.
Definitely.
They're all clubmen.
Price. Brighton away, and it cost me £80, including the ticket. So there's the way to go. It shows clubs can, offer a reasonable price for their tickets. By the way, Badgie will travel too. So, guys, start off with you, Jack. Any kind of transfer business going on with your club?
One, a right back from Genk. Apart from that, nothing. Apparently, we put a bid in for a young kid from Blackburn for 18.5 million, and it was rejected. But the right back is an attacking right back. Colombia's national side's first choice right back from, as I said, from Genk. In 120 to 140 games, he scored 20 goals and made 20 assists, which is quite decent. But it's the first right back, if it comes through, the first right back that we're going to actually pay for with money for 12 years. So it says it all, really, doesn't it? The neglect at right back. So apart from that, and maybe the Blackburn guy, like under 19-year-old English defensive midfielder for about 18.5 million, but they rejected that. So whether we go back in on a final day bid or whatever remains to be seen. But I don't understand. If these are Roy players, if these are the ones that he said that he wants, we shouldn't be buying them for him. Because it's just going backwards again. Sick of it. Sick to death of it.
Yeah, you much going on at Forest?
Well, we've got the Gio Reyna one going on, which Nuno's known him for a while. So, that one might actually work out. It looks good, to be honest. 16 goals, 15 assists. I'm sure if BBB Davidson there, he'll probably correct me on that. But I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And so, I'm looking forward to that one. Borges, I mean, I've been hearing about him so many times. And then you've got Kasper Schmeichel. I mean, we definitely need a goalkeeper because Turner is great on shots. He's a great shot stopper, but he isn't great with the ball at his feet.
Where did you buy him from, Yeti? Where did you buy Turner from again?
Yeah, fucking Arsenal. But he's not great with the ball at his feet. He's fucking terrible. And if Nuno can't see that, then I'm kind of getting worried. But to be fair, because he's just awful. He just fucking panics and starts kicking the fucking ball anywhere. I mean, there's going to come a point where if he's at the City ground, he's going to kick the ball over the ground. It's going to hit my fucking front window. And I don't want none of that. But, I mean, we've got this other guy on the books as well, RB Leipzig goalkeeper. No idea. I ain't even going to try and pronounce
long-winded
name. They begin with a G or something.
Yeah, something like that. G, yeah, I'll go with G.
Yeah,
Dave.
Julieski or something.
But, but I mean, it's like, whatever. I mean, hopefully we get some guys in because we do need some guys with the AFCON. So, yeah.
Before I come to the Arsenal guys, obviously Pepsi Packs mentioned in here, I have 4 Arsenal shirts from DH Gate, £15 each. DH Gate, guys, is decent. Let's do some really good shirts, at prices 100%. And the shipping as well. Obviously, we don't promote anything on the channel, but, that's not a bad good shout out, actually.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Totally.
So, to the 3 Arsenal gents, each one of you can have a go at doing this. Are you looking at anyone? Are you looking to shift off anyone?
Well, we need to
talk that. Go on, Jess, go
on, mate. You go first.
There's talks that it was what I've read today. We're interested in Brighton's Mitoma. Also, there's been links linking us to a striker, Callum Wilson, from Newcastle, and obviously, as from the news that has just sprung out today, with Mikel Arteta going to Barcelona, and that is a payroll which I'm just reading on here now. Apparently, they've offered Mikel Arteta, £30 million a year. So I'm reading, and he's on the
I'll take it.
So go Arteta, go.
I've just got to dye my hair black.
Yeah.
£30 million a year. Arsenal's using transfers. They'll announce that Arteta is maybe going to Barcelona for a combined £30 million. So that's obviously his wages minus his tax. So they're offering £30 million a year paycheck.
Nah, I can't believe that, man.
Just reading it.
They're skint.
Reading it here.
Yeah, but what website is that? Because at the end of the day, there's so many pundits put this bullshit out there.
It is bullshit. It's actually on the Arsenal website. Then it's on the BBC. It's on the BBC.co.uk website. Then it's on Football London website.
Yeah, Dow said he's on more than one channel, didn't he? He did say he's on more than one thing.
But the thing is, Football London are a load of wankers anyway. But somebody's punted that out there, right? And everybody jumps it. We all know they jump on it. Yeah, and I'm sorry, man. 30 million a year.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue. If it makes him go, let him go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm like not gonna. Yeah, good, go. I'm happy. I'm celebrating, man. Because if that's true, at the end of the season, Jesus, I'm opening all the champagne up I've got.
Like I said, Jez, bring us down for a barbecue.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, mate, you're all welcome. It's going to be a hell of a party. I swear to God. You know what I'm saying?
30 million. A serious money for a major.
Yeah.
That's got to be euros. That's got to be euros.
If that's going to entice him in that.
Can we make it a Friday night, though, Jez? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Mate, it'll be a week long. Don't you worry about that.
I mean, obviously, going by what you're saying there, obviously, Callum Wilson, obviously, as Happy Amaret says, she's asking how long is he at, because apparently West Ham are also interested in this player as well.
He's a good player, Callum Wilson. He's a good player. He's a goal scorer. But that is not the players that Arsenal should be going for.
Exactly.
You should be waiting until maybe the summer, if need be, and go for an Ivan Toney or an Osman.
Exactly.
Why are you going for him now for 3 months left of the season, 3 or 4 months left of the season?
I am so sick of
He's not going to give you any resale value. There's going to be no resale value because he's in his 30s.
Yeah.
We don't look, Jack. Look at the track record, man. We buy players and we give them away for nothing. We pay 65 million for a player, right? Dare I say Havertz, right? What are we going to sell him for? 5.
You won't get that money back. Nowhere near.
No way. No way. If we get our arses raped every time because of this clown management. Yeah.
I'm not dissing Callum Wilson because he's a good striker. He's a good all-round goal scorer, but it's not Arsenal.
You're going to become an old person's rest home. That's where you're going.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, it's very simple, lads. Callum Wilson is not an Arsenal football player. We shouldn't even be. Should be no rumours even about that. Again,
the thing is, he is a striker, though, Kyle.
I'm sure he's not the answer to all that. We're trying to win Premier League titles. Callum Wilson.
If you look at it, Cole, with your manager at the moment, it probably would be, the player that he would go for because that's what your manager does.
Probably would, Tony, and that's why your manager is failing year in and year out because he's scored it out and he's buying all the wrong type of players.
Yeah.
And Callum Wilson is injury prone.
Yeah, that's the other thing as well.
He does like an injury.
And he's in his 30s as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
Jason Anthony, you remember Arsene Wenger. He wouldn't have a player in his 30s.
He had
a proper youth project.
Look at Anelka.
Yeah.
Anelka was 17. He was 17 when he comes to Arsenal.
And you made money on him, selling him on.
Yeah.
He cost us $500,000. Anelka, $500,000.
And we got 23.5 for him.
Exactly.
We'll come back to your.
I'm just sick and tired, Tony. Sorry for coming in there. I'm just sick and tired of Arsenal Football Club acting as a small club, buying in the likes of Havertz, buying in all these bagels, as I call them, and we still have donkeys in the squad that shouldn't be there. Why is El Neni still at the club? Why is Cedric Suarez still at the club? Why is Eddie Nketiah still at the club? The list goes on and on.
It's like Kyle. You paid what 65 million pound for Kai Havertz. You could have had Eze and Elise for under 25.
It's a joke, Jack. That's our club in a nutshell for you.
And you could throw in.
I do like El Neni, but he's not.
You could throw in Mark Gay on that as well at centre half.
Which you could have bought for that price. You could have bought in James Maddison and Kudos from West Ham. That would have been 65 million.
So I just want to say, just to stop these guys, I'm just going to come back to Arsenal Minute because he's asking the question a couple of times. We'll ask the score predictions at the end where we get to the end. We'll come back to that Arsenal Minute anyway. Sorry, Jess, you were saying.
That is why I have to question what is going on in the senior management of Arsenal Football Club. Why do we have these shady, I call them shady, deals with Chelsea? Are we the retirement home for Chelsea?
I think you are, mate.
Yeah,
I think so.
Sorry, round the corner,
Thiago Silva's coming.
Round the corner at Chelsea is the Chelsea Pensions Home. Yeah, the ex-people, right, that served our country. Well, send the ex-Chelsea players there as well. Because why are Arsenal now a selling club that we get no money for our players, yet we will overpay hugely, for Chelsea players like we have done. Havertz,
Willian, David Luiz,
David Luiz,
Gallas.
Better check. Gallas, I thought was a decent sign. He wasn't bad at Arsenal. Be fair to him.
Did you see Ben Ayoun play for Chelsea as well?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. Where is the link up here? Where is the link up? They are an arch rival of Arsenal. I thought they were. They've. I mean, let's put it right. Yeah, let's put it down on paper. The fact is, they've won Champions League.
Are you going to sign Kerry Dixon?
They've won Champions League. Have Arsenal won Champions League? No.
Well, you're after Kukurea now.
Cuckoo. Yeah. Another reject.
He's shit.
God, what is going down?
Anthony, got the question here from Hammy Apparet. What happened to his 5-year project? So what happened to Arteta's 5-year project?
There never was one. It was all words.
Tony, this project and all this kind of nonsense. Was there such thing as projects in 1989 when we won the league title in Anfield?
Yeah.
Was there such thing as projects in 91? This project, football has changed and the wording of football has changed. Projects and phases. Did Alex Ferguson have projects and phases? Fucking bullshit talk. PR and another excuse after excuse. That's what it is.
Kyle, even Jose didn't have phases at Chelsea.
No. Went out, serial winners, went out, winning mentality, let's win a title, let's win a cup, went out,
Champions
done the
League.
business. That's it. They're professional fucking footballers to do a job. And the job is to win. So go out and win. Phases and projects. I'm sick listening to this.
Yeah.
So there was a project. There was a project with Mikel Arteta, and that was to actually build a model aeroplane. But because he's so fucking dumb and couldn't read the instructions, it's still ongoing. So it's.
Hey, tell you what, his project was to buy a dog, and he fucking did that. So give him some.
Yeah, that's another player who's still at your club, albeit on loan. Nuno Tavares.
Yeah.
Why is he still on the books?
Keep him. You can keep him.
Yeah, we've already gone on that one, Jack. You missed out on that one. We've already gone with that one.
Called fucking win. If you don't work out that that's fucking PR bullshit, I don't know what is.
And you know the one that I've seen recently. It keeps getting recommended to me. I don't know why, but there'll be an Arsenal player in a little golf cart driving around, and it'll be like the player will be singing a song with Emmanuel Frimpong.
Yeah, Daniel. It was awful.
Frimpong.
It's embarrassing.
He was useless at the club.
It's embarrassing.
It was called the thingy. What was it? Carpool, wasn't it? And they go around like in this buggy, and they're singing a song. Kai Havertz.
Coney Carpool. It's called Coney Carpool. Pony Carpool, more like.
I mean, obviously going on Callum Wilson, Happy Emirates has said as well, we don't want another injury-prone striker. Fits our criteria, though. Aging and injury-prone. Can't see the barcodes, only ever one striker in Isaac, though. Also injury-prone. Yeah,
let's put it this way. Ivan Toney is a full-price steak. Callum Wilson and Mayoral and all these people. And I think Callum Wilson's better than Nketiah, by the way. Let's have it that way. Yeah. But people like Callum Wilson and Mayoral and all these strikers are in the reduced section.
I'm better than Nketiah, and I'm 50 years old.
But that's what I'm saying. People like Callum Wilson and Mayoral, they're in the reduced section at Tesco's.
Yeah.
Ivan Toney is the full price. You can't keep getting away with reduced items. You need the full to pay the full price sometimes.
100%. Ivan Toney is the answer all the way, shape, or form. But you ain't going to do that because Arteta ain't going to handle him. There's no way
like this one.
Handle him.
This is a good question. Yeah.
I heard people saying about Ivan Toney, if you sign him, he's got no resale value. Why does it matter? Who cares what the resale value is?
No, exactly.
Mate, I tell you what, if he joined Arsenal, he would have major resale value.
He would. 100%. He would score. He scores 20-odd goals for Brentford. Why does it matter about what the resale value is for these players? If they win you something, who gives a shit?
A striker, which they haven't got.
Yeah.
They haven't got a striker. They've got Nketiah who fucking maybe can walk the dog. That's about the best thing that maybe he can do. Maybe even snogs the dog. I don't know. Because he hasn't put it on social media.
Exactly.
But, he is pathetic. And at the end of the day, if you got an Ivan Toney, he would be the answer. And I've been saying it all fucking season.
Yeah.
He would be the answer. But you won't do it because Arteta won't be able to handle him.
And he was sharp against Forest as well. Sorry, Yeti, but he was sharp, wasn't he?
Well, he's bound to be, isn't he? I mean, obviously, just going to go to this question here by Arsenal Manic. I mean, I'm going to start off with Anthony first, then go to Carl, then Jez. So she says, what is the point of Arteta just going? You still want Vinay and Edu here? Same transfer policy? Would you agree on that?
No, they're all
Carl first, then you, Anthony, then Jez.
Oh, yeah, just have Morgan. Just get rid of the whole Adam. They're after being here at the club. They're after doing a piss poor job. They're after failing with their transfers. They're after biting in a lot of donkeys. We still have a lot of donkeys at the club that should be gotten rid of. So as far as I'm concerned, they're the donkeys as well. So get rid of them as well.
Yeah.
Start fresh.
100%.
What about you, Anthony? What do you think about that?
I totally agree with what Carl said. Get rid of them both. But if it means getting rid of Arteta first, and then eventually Edu might get a bit pissed off at the club, and then he goes. Trouble is, though, you got the manager and you got the owner. I don't know why you've got so many people in the middle. I don't get it. Years ago, it used to be between manager and owner, and that's what it should be. I scrap the middle people. You don't need them. Scrap them. It's that simple.
What would you say on that as well, Jess?
Well, it's the American way of management, man. You've got the board, you've got the owners, you've got Josh, and you've got the Cronkies, and then you've got the board, you've got the 5 directors there, yeah. As has always been at Arsenal Football Club. What do? I don't really know. The thing is, Vinay's going anyway at the end of the season. Good. Go back to selling your bloody carpets and your bloody sofas. Yeah. Sod off. You're good at that. You're crap at this football club. I don't know what you do. Right? Seriously. I think if it was any truth, if there's any truth in Arteta was going to go, I think Edu will go as well.
Yeah.
I think he'll be out the door. Maybe there is something behind this. I don't know. I've got no facts. I don't believe it yet, because maybe the Cronkies are looking at this. Maybe they are. We don't know. We're not going to get to know. Maybe they are looking at this and thinking, right, enough is enough. You've had your time. We've given you damn near £700 million. Right? Time to go.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you know what? You know how they'll get out? Edu and DFS, whatever his name is. Yeah. They'll get out when the manager's not a yes man. If they say to if Edu or whoever said to a Mourinho, "Oh, we think we want you to buy this player," and if he don't want the player, he'll go, "No, I want this player." But what will happen is there'll be the player Mourinho or whoever would say, "Yeah, he's about 70 million. Edu's player about 20 million. Oh, we haven't got the money for your player, mate, so you're stuck with this." You can't have yes men managers, I'm afraid, because then you're always setting yourself up for failure.
I mean, I should put this comment in here. This is from Daniel Wee. He's nice guy. He's a Spurs fighter, and he said, "In realness, your rival with Chelsea is dodgy. Always doing business together. We at Spurs don't do business with you or Chelsea. With West Ham in the past, we have, but that's stopped."
Yeah.
Good comment. Very good.
We don't do business with Brighton.
It's a weird one between Arsenal and Chelsea. It's really weird because your rivals, and to be quite honest, the ownership of Arsenal have proved so many times they don't understand the history of Arsenal. Otherwise, you'd have a George Graham statue out there. You know what I mean? And it's like they obviously don't understand the history of any of it. And to be quite honest, I kind of love it. To be fair, I mean, I've got I've got a lot of Arsenal friends and all this kind of shit. But you've always been like Billy Big Bollocks. You know what I mean? With no meaning. So, I kind of enjoy this kind of thing.
But you just made me think there because Jez just said a point. You've got American owners at Arsenal, and don't forget, you've also now got an American owner at Chelsea. Could that be the connection? Is that a possibility?
They might be
They don't understand the history. None of them understand the history because they don't look into that.
Do you know what, for me?
Over these clubs and just go on with what they're doing. And they don't understand the history. And the fact of the matter is, whenever you take over a club, the one thing I will say about Fawaz when he took over our club and he started talking all the bollocks about, I know all about Forest and they won this and they won that. But the one thing about fucking Arsenal is they don't care about any of it. And that, to me, is bullshit.
Do you know what changed it for me when I realised, I knew Arsenal's status as a big club within the board and that had slipped years ago. But when it fully done it for me was, what? I don't know who you bought him from. Marquinhos. You could have got him on a free, and you still paid £2 million to maintain good relations. Sorry, football isn't about fucking maintaining good relationships with a club. It's about winning and winning in the best, cheapest way you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you paying money for a free player?
Just shows they're all about PR, mate.
To maintain good relations. Why has that not been investigated for some kind of BS or whatever? And then your excuse now with your fans is, oh, FFP. We can't spend because of FFP.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to sell. You know, you have to sell, but the players that you're trying to sell. No, you put for us a 40 million price tag on Eddie Nketiah. 40 million quid.
Nah.
Who's gonna pay? Who's gonna pay that? And rightfully, we said you can stick that, and was off.
And you also fucked up by the ways that they've given him as well. So nobody's going to take him on because
it's
of
like
the weight.
what I've heard the Tottenham fan expression say. You went from you gave Eddie Nketiah 100 grand and the number 14 shirt. You went from Thierry Henry to a Henry Hoover because he sucks. Yep. Yeah, he's just a vacuum.
True. It is very true.
That sacred shirt. That sacred shirt, the 14 shirt.
It just says it all.
My uncle had an Henry number 14 signed by him.
Face to every Arsenal fan. It really is a slap in the face.
Of course it is.
Well, not every Arsenal fan, because some of them are dickheads.
There's a comment there. There's a comment there I want to address. Where's it gone? Comment I'm going to address there.
I mean, while you're doing that, Jez, I'll say this one. Arteta finishes 8th twice. Fan says he's doing well. Xavi has one dodgy season at Barca, and it's thank you very much, goodbye.
Exactly. Absolute facts. Yeah. And I'll tell you another thing. Everyone talks about Eddie Nketiah with the 14 jersey. Smith Rowe with the number 10 jersey is a heartbreaker as well. Sure, it never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wilfred F. there. He's come from my channel. You're too old for this, Lee. Let Lee do it. Mate, I'm older than Lee. I've seen a lot more football than Lee, and I respect Lee. If you think you're that big and fucking clever fella, go out there and do your own YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Jump on. Yeah. You can sit there. You can sit there behind your keyboard, be a mouthy little prick, and you're a little prick. You have a lot of very small little prick.
Jump on, man. Jump on. Let's listen to you.
Day, come and show your face on here. I'll send you the fucking link, fella, and you can come and face me out. Come and face me out. Come and face me on my channel, and then we'll have a proper round. Because at the end of the day, people like you who want to sit there and call me out, I'll call anybody out if you've got the balls to face me. You ain't got the balls, fella, because you're a little tiny little wiener, yeah? And you sit in your mum's back room wanking off to Arteta because you ain't got the fucking now to face me.
Hey, I'm loving
it. If you've got it, fella, come and join me right now. Come and, because I'll tell you, mate, I'll take you to the fucking cleaners.
Send him the link, Jez.
Yeah. Drop the mic. Drop the mic.
No,
Send him the link.
I'd only do that if Tony gave me the permission. And I would not do that because at the end of the day, it's his channel. No, if it's my channel, I'd send it to him. Come and face me, fella. Come and tell me what you actually know about Arsenal. Because you know fuck all. And you can fuck off and get stuck up your own arse. Piss off.
That's what I mean, Jez, on your channel. But that's what I mean, Jez, obviously on your channel. But they don't want to. They never do.
No.
Oh, God.
They
Mate,
never
he
do.
wouldn't face me out. I'll tell you what. Yeah, back in the day, I've been in fights. I've been in fucking scraps. I've had my head kicked in. I've had broken ribs. Little wankers like that, man, they wouldn't stand up to me for 5 seconds.
Nope.
They would not stand up to me. I've been there, seen it, done it. I'm 62, man, but I can still do it.
Yeah.
Why does it matter about you're too old for this? Well, surely that is a disadvantage for the person that said that because you've seen have more knowledge on stuff you've seen at Arsenal.
Exactly.
So,
no, Mama, don't block him. Don't block him because I'll have him one day.
No, don't block him. Let's have him. Let's have him. Come on, go on stream, mate. Let's have you.
He won't because he's a pussy. He's a little tiny little dick. And, you know, he won't face me out because nobody, I've had it so many people They will come and give it to me. They'll never face me. They'll know I'll wreck them a fucking new one. And at the end of the day,
100%.
you know, it pisses me off because at the end of the day, if you're a big and clever boy, do your own YouTube channel. Invite me on. Invite me on your channel, and I'll take you to the fucking cleaners. Swear to God, I'll rip you a bloody new one. You won't have a clue what you're talking about, but you're an absolute little fucking wanker. And you can't actually wank, can you? Your pick's so small. Go back down. Go back down. Go back down to your dungeon. Yeah, go back down. Get stuck to your bed sheets, right? Get your mum off.
Oh, Tony.
Tell you, someone comes to me, man. They come to me. I'll fucking ruin them. I'll ruin them. Tony, I apologise. I apologise. It's your channel.
I'm just trying to keep up with the chat there, Jez, because since your comment, the old chat's gone like a mad one.
Yeah. But anyway, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Sunday night takeaway small penises.
Tony, I
he just fucking owned you, mate.
I've had that little clown come to me before, and I've said to him, "Come on my channel, and I'll face you out. I'll face you out." He never does. They'll sit there like little arse wipes, and I just like to ruin them. Yeah, because he would never, ever.
Like Jez, the one that had a go at me on your channel, and he said I ruined them in the comments. They don't reply.
You ever seen that South Park episode where you get served?
Yeah.
Got served, bitch.
You know, apart from that one, Jez, if you look at it, that's what this is what you can say about the chat group. I mean, they're there to support you all the way along, and the comments in there are just backing that up. So that's what is so good.
What was his name?
What was his name, Jez? When it Wilfred or something?
Wilfred, he's in the chat.
Wasn't it?
Wilf the cunt. Sorry.
Careful. In the bin, don't block the trolls, Jez is funny.
Sorry.
Ross is saying Tony's getting cancelled tonight after this show. Welcome to the last episode of the Sunday Night Takeaway.
You're not monetized yet, mate, so you don't have to worry about it.
It's fine, mate.
Yeah.
Just
mate,
oh my.
It's nice knowing you, Tim.
I apologise.
But Jez, you're a disgrace for saying that, mate. I never say that on my channel.
Oh yeah,
I apologise. No, sorry, Tony.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
But that guy, he comes into me all the time, and he just wants to wind it up, and he wound me up, and I've got you because.
Well, you don't ever want any guy coming into you. To be fair.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I do apologise, ladies, in the chat. I do apologise.
What?
No, but it's true though. They come in on the wind up, and then
was a Tasmanian devil.
Then they never ever want to reply to you. That's the thing. They never ever want to reply.
Nah.
No, they ain't got the balls. He wouldn't come and meet me. I used to have this guy every week come and call me out. And I said, right, tell him, mate, I'll come and meet you. I'll meet you outside after the tube station. I'll meet you. Tell me when. Never reply. Never reply. Because it's easy to sit there and talk bullshit, right? And they haven't got the balls. He hasn't got the balls to face it out. Because he knows what he'd get. He'd get a proper whack. Yeah. And, at the end of the day, I don't get it with these people. If you want to call it out with somebody, right, come on live. Let's go face to face.
Yep.
Let's have it. Let's have it on. Man to man. Yeah, but you're not a man. Yeah. You're a little pussy with a little dick. Yeah. And you have to sit there and cry.
Not even...
DJ Craig saying the volcano, the earthquake, the hurricane, and the twister, all on the panel.
Do you know? But it's not even. They won't even want to come on for a
comment for you then.
A non-heated discussion.
No. But there's one thing I want to say. I just want to say big up to Mama Flossie because she's put every single one of our channels in that the link to them in the chat.
Yeah,
big up to Mother Flossie every time. She's absolutely awesome.
Yeah, Jez is Happy Amaret says keyboard warriors. Exactly that. We know that.
Yeah, 100%.
Not allowed out on a school night. So Arsenal, we obviously trying to get onto that last part. I mean, is there anyone else you're going to be looking to bring in?
No.
Wasn't there talk about that Andre Onana from Everton?
No, I don't want him.
Yeah,
man.
there was talk.
There was chat about it earlier on. Yeah. But it's just getting too late in the window for these big deals now.
They should have got Calvin Phillips, to be honest.
It's just too late for big deals in the window, pretty much.
Well, hey, hang about there. Woo. 10 to 11 on deadline day. We signed Mikel Arteta.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can't forget that one. That's a big deal, isn't it?
Mm.
You know.
Exactly.
But these 60, 50, 70 million pound deals, these 50, 60, 70 million pound deals, it's too late to go through now. There's only about 2 or 3 days of the window left.
Exactly, Jack. I mean, the summertime before the big ones will happen. I'm disappointed that we didn't get rid of a few of the lads.
Yeah.
I'm disgusted. I thought we would have shipped off a few of them, but we didn't. Once again, club failed again.
You'll probably end up signing Eddie Nketiah to a new contract.
We'll be one bit surprised with this club the way it is. Embarrassing. The whole thing is embarrassing top to bottom. And we're not winning. And we're not winning anything, lads. I say this, we're after spending 700 million. I think that even with Arteta gone, I still believe no matter what manager we get in, it's going to take a long time before you start seeing us succeed again. Yeah. I'm reckoning we won't win a Premier League title for another 5 years, at least.
Mm.
The new manager that come in would want to ship out half that shit.
Mikel Arteta was a panic buy, right? And he was a panic buy with Mertesacker. Now, it's funny that Mikel Arteta is a panic buy. He's our manager. Mertesacker was a panic buy, and he's the manager of our reserves. So, do you know what I mean? 2 panic buys is 2 bloody managers at our club.
Yeah.
So
it's weird, isn't it? I mean, obviously, saying about Onana and that is happy. Get my teeth in, Jesus. Happy Hamaret says we were trying to get Onana last season. His sister agent demanded stupid wages, and he went to the Toffees. I don't rate him, to be honest. I will touch on that because there's a player we're looking to sign.
Do you know what
it
is? Though,
we're having exactly the same thing.
Do you know what it is though? With this kind of stuff and all these sign-ins and all this, as I said before, too late in the window now. By the time you start arguing about fees and wages and stuff, you're not going to get anyone tonight. You know, we're nearly into Monday. 2 hours before it's Monday.
I still think things will happen. I think
so.
I mean, on the last day.
Just going by what Jack says there. I mean, obviously, we was quite closely linked to this Ibrahim Osman. You know, £50 million rejected, and then apparently we was going to go with another deal. But it's just been coming saying the deal is off for now. The clubs are having really good negotiations, but the agent Mitch Bakovens, who is not allowed to represent Osman, wants too much money for himself. The Danish Federation, the DBU, confirmed that it is not his legal agent, but Daryl Powell is. So a bit of confusion going on with that one.
Well, you can kind of still do things on the last day to the last 2 hours, as long as you've got the paperwork in. Then it can still happen. The next day.
So,
I think there's 100% something going to go on.
But most of the things you'll get now, most of the deals, unless they're already in process, but the deals say they woke up tomorrow and think we want this player, it's going to be a panic buy. Anything you buy in the last couple of days,
there'll be a lot of panic buys.
It's a panic buy. Like Anthony said, you bought Arteta and Mertesacker as a panic buy after being beaten 8-2 at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
They were the panic buys. Yeah. And that's where, as Yeti said, that's where the whole problem started that many years ago.
Yeah.
If he wasn't the next player for Arsenal, he would never have got the gig.
No,
of course not.
No, I think we're all fucking on that one. I mean, at the end of the day, the guy's a rookie. He's never done anything in lower leagues. Tony Adams tried it in lower leagues. It's obviously not worked for him. Stuart Pearce tried it in lower leagues, and it's obviously not worked for him.
Gary Neville tried it abroad.
Yeah.
Sol Campbell.
Frank Lampard.
Gerrard.
There's so many of them. Gerrard, yeah. There's so many of them that it just doesn't work for them. But you have to fucking cut your teeth at the lower fucking leagues and then make yourself something, and then you manage to get into Arsenal. But the fact of the matter is Arsenal are a bunch of fucking pricks, and they just take somebody on who's not right for the job. This guy is a fucking dickhead. He's always been a dickhead. He's never going to be anything else. He wasn't a good player. Yeah. He was decent for Everton, but he went to Arsenal. He was never anything. Yeah. And now he gets management. And the only reason he's still in a job is because you've got so many fans that think he's like the next coming and all that kind of fucking shit. I mean, he's just bullshit.
Do you know what the Arsenal fans who are Carl, Anthony, Jez? Not annoys me when I see people, an Arsenal fan, say Arteta, he was an Arsenal legend. May have been an Everton legend or a Rangers legend. Yeah, but it's nowhere near an Arsenal legend.
No, nowhere near.
An Arsenal legend is Petit, Vieira,
nowhere near.
Pires, Bergkamp. That's who you deal with. Adams, Dixon, Arteta.
No, I wouldn't say he was even not of an Everton legend. You know, he was just.
Well, I wouldn't say he's an Everton legend, but he was good at Everton.
He was good, but I wouldn't say he's not a legend.
No, but I'm saying he's definitely not an Arsenal legend.
Anyway, but
he didn't even play a game for Spain.
Yes,
exactly.
Player at base, that was it.
Yeah,
exactly.
And obviously, you've touched on the player's name and that, and I think it's what Happy Hammerette has put as well is obviously the fact that Calvin Phillips is now in Claret and Blue. Got him in loan for 4 months. A bit of a strange one though, because apparently it's not an option to buy at the end of it.
No, it's not. It's a straight loan.
Yeah.
It was this because we was in for him as well. We was in for him as well, Calvin Phillips, and Man City wanted like a £7 million loan fee, and we're like, we're not paying that for a couple of months. Not worth it. So
I'll tell you what, Calvin Phillips, brilliant signing.
Absolutely.
Whether it's a loan with not an obligation to buy, he's still a brilliant signing. He's got something to show. He went for the money. Manchester City, can't fault him for that. But, he didn't get involved or anything like that. Now he's got something to prove.
Do you know what you could see?
He comes to West Ham and he'll prove that.
Yeah.
You could see him, Calvin Phillips, because he's got something to prove, doing a Jesse Lingard type. Not so much the goals,
I don't think
but
that bad.
No, but how he was at West Ham. Jesse Lingard.
West Ham, yeah.
Jesse Lingard when he was at West Ham. Yeah, when he was at West Ham. Not so much the goal scorer, but for something to prove.
Well, I think he would have gone to West Ham if we didn't offer him like shed loads of fucking money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We offered him shed loads of money because we wanted a marquee signing on his first time back in the Premier League. Bullshit from us, to be quiet. He was wank. He was shit, was he? Wank. And he should have gone to West Ham, to be fair.
Yeah, because West Ham was in for him again.
Probably why we've got done by FFP. It's probably all to do with what we did with him. Paid him shed loads of money.
Yeah.
DJ Crane saying is Saka worth 120 million?
No.
Saka worth 120 million?
Yeah.
No.
Seen a different side to him this season. Well,
he's been shit for weeks.
If Arsenal got a different manager, then I think you would see a different Saka, personally.
Not this season, no. It's like Rice. I don't think Rice is worth 105 million. I like Rice. I think he's a brilliant player. But that price tag, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not being funny, Tim, but I wouldn't have given no more than, 75 million for Declan Rice?
I think I said it before, when you look at it, the one thing that we've always done, we've produced multi-million-pound players, but we've never really made anything out of that money. So the money we made from Rice, it's about time that we got our dues back because, I said, we've lost out in so many deals over the years. So for you to pay that price, we'll take that as we did, and we've invested it really well. And that's the big thing.
I think personally that Declan Rice is getting an unfair due there, because if Arsenal actually had like Partey in the midfield with Declan Rice, it would have made a major difference.
Yeah,
because I don't think Declan Rice is a good player.
Just on your comment. Just on your comment there, though, Yeti, Daniel Eves just made another one, because this is another problem you've got as well at Arsenal, which is this. Another mistake Arteta made was creating a goalkeeper problem where you have two players who demand to be number one. It automatically creates an issue. No other club
We've got that.
Yeah,
we've got that at Palace.
I agree.
Dean Henderson and Sam Johnston.
Nervous wrecks as well. Why are they both nervous wrecks? Because he's standing at the side going, "Oh no, don't do that, don't do this, don't do this," but just let a goalkeeper be a goalkeeper. That's their jobs.
You know, you were saying about Saka, is he worth 120 million? If you put it this way, all him the star boy and all this stuff, I think the real star boy has been our French right winger, Michael Elise. He's played 9 games this season through being injured. 9 games, 5 goals and 1 assist. Saka's played 20 games, 6 goals. I know.
I've always said Saka has the potential. But Saka, the fan base very quick to call him out and say he's world class. Saka is far from world class.
World class is Mbappe.
He's a good player, don't get me wrong. And I think he has great potential. And possibly, if we got a new manager to put the arm around him and, give him another bit of self-belief, maybe he will kick on from that. But as right now, he's nowhere near 120 million.
No.
World class on the right-hand side. Mbappe can play there. That's world class. And Mo Salah, that's world class.
I even think Diaz is better than Saka.
Diaz at the minute is in top form.
Yeah, most definitely. Happy Emirates got here. Can you see another Lingard situation coming? This is obviously Calvin Phillips. Smashes it, and then off he trots back to Man City at the end of the season, and we're back to square one. That's a very good possibility that could happen. But hopefully, I mean, when you look at the Rice deal, obviously Man City came in and Calvin Phillips was part of the deal there. So hoping to, get him to come to us, but he wanted to fight for his place. And as you can see, he only played, not even 6 times. So hopefully the kid sees sense, and if he's happy at the London Stadium, he stays. Do you agree on that panel?
I reckon he'll want to go back and try City.
Again, though, when you're not going to have much of a chance?
It depends how good he plays, though, doesn't it?
I don't think he will. He's too what? He's knocking on a bit now, Calvin Phillips, and he's like 20. Is he 29? 30 maybe?
Shall I have a look? Let's have a look.
I'm just guessing, but he's not young. I know that. Yeah, he's maybe gone past his peak.
28, 28.
So there you go. So in 2 years' time, 2 seasons' time, he's going to be 30. Because Man City signed players that's 30. Because they've signed another one from River Plate now, haven't they? Where they got Alvarez from. So and he looks quite decent. From what the videos that I've seen of him. But I tell you what, I think in the beginning of this season, we was linked to that Man City player, went to Barcelona for free. Is it Gundogan? Whatever his name is?
Yeah, Ilkay Gundogan.
Yeah.
He'd have been a decent player at Arsenal.
Oh, definitely.
He won them. That's how you know the difference between City and Arsenal in terms of their level and ownership and stuff. He won them. I think they played United in the final. I don't know if it was either the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup. I think it was the Carabao Cup. I think he scored. Did he score both goals and won them that competition? And he was out at the end of the season. Says it all.
Yeah. Fact.
I need to tell you owe some days for our transfer kit.
Sell Eddie Nketiah, there's your 30 million. But no one would want to pay that.
Nope.
Who's going to want to pay that? I wouldn't.
No, not at all.
Shocking.
He's not good enough.
So I'm just going to go for the last of the messages, Net. We'll soon be wrapping this up, and Net. We're coming up to nearly 10:30. It's 2 minutes and 20 minutes at the moment. Let's have it. Could be a year when FFP reduce the price of players massively. It'd be interesting if that does happen. Saka dropped off this season by his own standards. Why do you think this is? That's an interesting question.
Found out. Been found out.
Found out. Burnt out.
Totally agree.
Frustration. I think it's pure frustration in that.
Yeah, Jack, another one.
What?
Start your own channel.
Nah.
It is. I think you're right what you're saying, Jez. I mean, it's, you got to think he signed a new contract, and no doubt it was promised that certain things are going to be happening at the club, and they've just not materialised.
It's like what?
He was a number 9 under Emery.
Like, right? Look at.
Now he's out on the left wing. He's done a good job, but he's too predictable now. He doesn't mix it up enough, and it's too easy to cancel him out of the game. And I'm sure, as he's been, he's been told by Arteta, this is your position, this is what you're going to do, da 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 da. And week in, week out, it doesn't work, and he's frustrated. He's pissed off.
Mm.
And he's like, well, Christ, I've tried my best doing this under your regime, but it don't work for me. Every time I get that ball within 20 yards of the 18-yard box, he tries to do the little skip and turn, right? And he's got 2 players closing down. 95% of the time, it fails. 5%, he'll get away with it, and he'll score a great goal. But I'm guessing this player's probably thinking now, I'm fed up with this, man. I just want to move. I want to go somewhere else.
Be interesting.
Jez, do you know what it is? Also, when he's at England and goes off for England international duty, Saka, right? And he's seeing his teammates, his international teammates, people like Kyle Walker, Phil Foden, and all that, and they're coming back saying, "Oh, when we won the Champions League, it was brilliant. When we won the Premier League, it was so fantastic, and all this." And he's sitting there going, they're winning leagues and Champions Leagues at these clubs. Whilst I'm sitting here with someone who could work at London Heathrow Airport with the directing of the planes. And
It's true.
The fact about Saka is he's got too big-headed. Because, with being in England and all this, that, and the other, and Arteta giving him all the fucking... I mean, he maybe snogs him in the background. I don't know. But, the fact is that Saka's just got too big-headed. And he's trying to sort of realise what he's about and realise what he's to do. I mean, the thing is, with a better manager, I think Saka could have absolutely been world-class. But, with this manager, he just lords him up all the time, same as Nketiah. You know what I mean? And they don't deserve that lording up. And he just keeps doing it.
I mean, obviously, Budgie's put a question in for you guys, for the Arsenal guys. Are you happy with the signing of Rice? Forget the price. Is he good enough for you guys?
Oh, all day, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No question.
You just got to feel sorry for him for the rubbish that he's got to play alongside to. I mean, he's playing alongside Odegaard and Kai Havertz. I mean, what option is that?
You know what? At the start of the season,
that's the fact. You watch the last 3 games. He's the one-man midfield. Even though he's working as a great player, £105 million, he ain't that good to be a one-man midfield. Sorry.
He should have had a 2-man midfield at the start of the season, but Arteta was playing Partey at right back.
Yeah, there you go. Sums it up, man.
If you get Partey in midfield, Jez, where do you think that Rice should play? Because I think if Partey comes into the midfield, then basically Rice should play the 8, where Havertz is.
No, I think I know you asked Jez, but I think this 4-3-3, it's shit. I've never liked 4-3-3. Don't play it. Do a 4-2-3-1. Let's see Rice alongside Partey. Let's see what that combination got. Yeah. And then you play Martinelli, Saka. All right, in a minute, Jesus up front, and then Odegaard will have to play in behind him. Or you can shove out Odegaard and put in Smith Rowe.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that, Anthony. You don't want.
He's arrogant. He won't do it. I agree with you. I'd rather 4-3-2-1.
Yeah.
Right? That's the way forward for me. Yeah. And I would stick Martinelli in that box all day. He's got the pace, he's got the trickery, right? The support. But no, Arteta won't. It'll be the same old, rinse and retreat, boring. And that's why teams work us out. Because it's the same week in, week out.
Yeah.
Two things with that. Arteta won't want to do that for one reason, because then it makes his signing of Kai Havertz look dreadful, which it is. He wants to shoehorn him in. Yeah, that is it. That is it. I don't say anything else.
Want the Havertz, to be honest.
And then the other thing with Martinelli.
No, that's true.
Martinelli, when Unai Emery signed him and he first come to the club and he started up front, like you said, Jez, as a striker, he was banging in goals almost every game. There was that one period he was scoring almost every game.
Just want to say this for me, Ross. I'm fairly new to the community, and I just want to say this panel is fantastic. Keep up the great work as well, and look forward to the next stream as always.
Thank you,
Ross.
Big up,
appreciate that.
Thank you.
What was Wenger's favourite lineup? 4-3-3.
4-3-3.
Yeah, 4-3-3. But he had the class players to do it.
Yeah.
And then, if you watch a lot of Arsene Wenger's games, right, when he needs to mix it up and bring on different players, right, he could go to a 4-3-2-1, or he'd go to a 4-3-2, and then bring in a sweeper.
Yeah.
Do you remember Arsene Wenger's first formation he played when he was Arsenal manager? He played 3-5-2. He played Adams, Bold, and Keown as the back three, and then on the right and left, he shoved Dixon and Winterburn up with Platt and somebody else, three others, with Bergkamp up front with Ian Wright, wasn't it? So Bergkamp was in just behind Ian Wright as that creative player, and plus he can score goals. That was what Arsene Wenger did.
Who invented that formation? A certain man called Herbert Chapman.
Chapman.
Yeah.
Big up to Dan Sullivan. Good to see you in the chat as well, matey. Arteta has announced to his entourage he's leaving at the end of the season. Barca job. Let's hope so. And also welcoming Taib as well.
It's a PR job, is what it is.
Yeah, he won for you, mate. He's Daniel E's asking, please give me some positive words about Johnson. I can go back to Tottenham fans with. Give us some hope because we're running out of patience with him.
He's one that you're going to have patience with him. You know, he is a good player, but you know you're going to have patience with him. He is a good player, and he will actually get it right eventually. And he's better off at Tottenham, which I've been saying for a while, because you're more sort of attacking minded. And I have noticed that you know he's making better decisions than what he was for us. You know, I mean, last game, he weren't making that good decisions. But he is a good player, 100%.
So let's get, as we're getting near towards the
end
of the show.
Thank you for the 50 million.
For the 50 million. Let's have your score predictions for Tuesday's game. And I'll start for you, Jack.
What, Forest Arsenal or?
Yeah, Forest Arsenal.
What did I say? I said I could see it being a sneaky 2-1 Forest, depending on what Arsenal turn up. If it's the Arsenal who've turned up for the past 8, 9, 10 games, except the one against, as Yeti would call us, the drained sponge. Yeah. Then I think they'll get beat. But if it's the Arsenal that we've seen, you know, win games, then they can win. But it's going to be a tougher game than what people think, you know. People think Arsenal are going to walk it, but I don't think so.
Yeah. And obviously to your game, Jack, you've obviously got Sheffield United. So where did you see that game go?
Oh, God. Well, I'm not going to say it's going to be a high scorer. Let's put it that way. Yeah, it's not going to be a high scorer. If we don't win, even if we get a draw, I think he should be gone anyway. But I think Roy should be out of the door. Sorry, you can't be letting a team who's in the bottom three and you're around that area getting points off you.
Yeah.
So if you can't beat Sheffield United,
Talk.
yeah.
Is it?
If you can't beat them, and our next game's Brighton and Chelsea, it's not looking great, is it? So I reckon Sheffield United sneak it 1-0 or something because we can't score goals, but they look more solid.
What about you, Carl?
Pathetic.
How do you see the Forest Arsenal game?
Yeah, I'm going to go for a sneaky 2-1 win to Nottingham Forest. Yeah, I don't know. I just think Arsenal. I don't know. They're not in good form. I think there's a few problems in the background. I think players are unhappy. I don't know. I think Forest put it up to Arsenal, get into Arsenal's faces, hit them hard. Atmosphere at Forest grounds behind the boys. I think Forest could actually do us. Just another question there before I say anything else. Is that match live on TV Tuesday nights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on Sky Sports, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'll have a look. But it's I'm just as I said to you, Jez, I'm just so down. I'm just so down with what's going on at my club at the minute. I'm so down. And don't think that because you beat us 5-0 or whatever, I know you lot don't, but the Arteta-ins will, that you beat us 5-0, that it's all rosy in the garden. Look how toxic we are at the minute as a club. It's a mess, our club at the minute. So you're coming to a Forest side who at the minute are not a mess. So
yeah. Jack, Crystal Palace were absolute dirt against Arsenal.
Yeah,
we were toilet.
Never kicked the ball.
We was toilet.
It was really bad. And 5-0 glorified what that game was really. It was a walk in the park. It was a stroll in the park. It was a nothing game.
We had one good player.
Forest will be a lot more harder now Tuesday nights.
Yep. We had one good player. And he actually made Declan Rice fried rice, and that was Eze.
Yeah.
He was the only player that was any good. The rest were abysmal.
Yeah.
Just going to come into the chat with some of the scores they're saying here so far. DJ Crane saying Arteta versus Nuno, 2 wins, 0 draws, 2 losses. Times going with a 2-2 draw. AFC always says Forest to win it 2-1. Drew Gunner saying 4-2 to the Arsenal. Happy Emirat is saying 1-3 to Arsenal. So it's interesting ones there. Anthony, what do you see the scoreline being?
Well, hopefully, I can see it being 2-1 to Arsenal. I obviously you've got to have the you've got to back your own team.
You fucking prick.
So in this one, I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal, and in the game after that, I'm going to go 5-0 Bristol City. Fuck you, Yeti. And and that's my prediction.
So I'm going to come to the 2 rival ones, Jez and Yeti. Obviously, they're going to do a stream on Tuesday, and obviously I'm mediating between the 2 of them.
Absolutely.
So, Jez, how do you see the game being?
Well, I'm going back to the first time I saw Arsenal play Nottingham Forest at the City Ground, 1914. Arsenal won 7-0, so I'm going there.
You clueless.
Come on, Jez, where's the real prediction at?
No, seriously. I'm going to go a sneaky 2-1 to the Arsenal.
Oh my days, Jez, man. I love you, mate, but you're a fucking idiot.
And what about you, Yeti? How do you see the game going?
I think we're going to do it 1-0. I think we're going to give Arsenal a game they're not ready for. Same as you guys did against them. We're going to get into their face. We're going to give them loads of shit. We're going to get into Odegaard and turn him into Odeghost. And we're going to win it, man. We're going to win it 1-0. Maybe even more. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But you know what, Jez? You know what? Tuesday night, fucking bring it, mate. You better bring your best fucking A game. I fucking will.
Hey, I always do. You know that one.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Aaron Sullivan
Make sure
saying,
you get on that watch along with me and Jez.
Absolutely.
Hey, yes, I'm looking out for it because at the end of the day, it's going to be fiery and it's going to be top out there. And I'll tell you now, anybody watch that stream on the Yetis because it's going to be immense.
100%.
All I'm saying there to the pair of you and there, any round you and that, the old yellow card's coming out. You know, two more,
VAR.
and you know, you're sin binning.
Mate, if you call it wrong, you're getting sin binned.
I never call it wrong. I'll never call it wrong. Yeah, black is black.
Tony, you'll have to get the VAR on,
I
mate.
don't give a fuck how big a YouTube Jazz is. You're still going to get fucking sin binned.
But can we just say that if Arsenal lose, and the Arsenal that's been this, we was all saying that Arsenal last season was the closest, obviously, in points and as watching that they've been to the title since you last won it, right?
Oh, yes.
Right.
Just quickly mention this. Tony, may I mention this on your channel?
Go ahead, mate.
I don't want to disrespect anybody. Yes, come and watch tomorrow night Connor's channel. I'm on with Stefan. Right. If you want to see me have a row, come and see me.
Big up Connor. Big up Connor, man.
But Darren Sullivan saying Forest 2-0 to Arsenal, and obviously just going with the scorelines here, and obviously Pepsi Pack saying 4-0 to the Arsenal.
As I was saying, that last season was the closest we've seen Arsenal to win the title,
Pepsi
right?
Pack, can you give me the fucking drugs that you're on at the moment?
It's the closest we've seen them to win the title, right? The Arsenal this season has been like the Arsenal of poor seasons with the soft underbelly. You can get got at by teams who you shouldn't be getting got at. So it's it's not acceptable for Arsenal, is it?
No, it's true. Nice comment here from Budgie as well. Don't expect this community to be gentle or politically correct, Ross, but we are loyal and non-judgmental. You're welcome, Happy and Marit. You're not such a newbie, but you're welcome too. And that's what's good about our community. We all
I'll tell you what, if Arsenal's winning 4-0, I'm ending the stream.
You will as well.
Get out of here, mate. Get the fuck out of here.
Plastic. You're just
exactly.
Plastic, man. Get out.
Sai saying 2-1 to Forest. So there you go. Someone is on your side.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
And Matt Happy saying Palace will beat Sheffield easy, in my opinion.
No.
Sheffield beat Palace. I can't even remember, she's saying.
I can. The season that the COVID was on. We lost 1-0 to them.
There you
2020. 2020 it was. I was stewarding that game. And where I'm standing next to the Sheffield United fans and they're all going mad, I felt like buying a beer.
DJ Crane saying he lost 6 games.
I tell you what is amazing, right, for me, is us being against Arsenal. Because, like, for the last 23 years, I was like, fucking hell, we're never going to reach that point or anything like that. So the fact that we're actually in the Premier League and actually being against Arsenal is a massive thing for me.
Yeah, fair play.
I thought that was never going to happen.
Same for us, man. Same for us.
Fucking awesome.
Same for us.
DJ Crane saying here, last 6 games, Forest has scored 12, Arsenal 9, 5 of them versus Palace. It's going to be a close
Thanks,
game.
mate.
Yeah.
But you know, it's the same for me, Yeti. You think in 2010 we was at threat of not being a club anymore in administration, and 2 years later we was promoted to the Premier League.
Yeah.
So
you have to respect that, because I never actually thought in a million years we was going to ever get in the Premier League. So just actually playing Arsenal and like listening to these fucking bollockhead Arsenal fans talking like they're all the best and all this, that, and the other, and then listening to them going like, "Oh, we're not that great, are we? We're fucking this, that, and the other." I'm loving it. I'm loving every minute of it.
Mate, Yeti, I'm bringing out my hoodoo shirt for you.
Mate, you can bring out whatever you fucking like.
Still going there.
Oh, don't see that.
Budgie's asking the question, will Arsenal be in the top 4 in August? That'd be an interesting one.
Not guaranteed.
No.
Reckon the Fulham versus Toffees match will be a good one to watch. Palace need to turn up on mass and not rely on 2 players.
Haven't done that for years, pal.
Yeah, it's very true. That's very true.
Wilfried Zaha was the one for that, but he's gone and he's playing fantastic at Galatasaray. So,
Budgie's being a fan of yours yet. He's saying 1-0 to the Arsenal.
Yeah. Fuck off.
Well, go on, Jez. It's 7-0.
Yeti, you're getting that shirt.
The bruised banana.
Yep.
Yes, you can wear your fucking Jesus shirt. It doesn't make no difference.
Odds on that would be immense. Get that.
That is a proper original. That is 31 years old, and it's a proper.
And Jez, it looks in mint condition, mate.
And it will be 31 years old when we beat you as well.
Well, so Jez, are you going to have an argument tomorrow then with Stefan?
Oh man, that's going to be fire.
He always has an argument with Stefan.
That's going to be fire, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up to Connor, man. I've got
big up to Connor on there.
Yeah, I'll be watching that, man.
Yeah.
Go find your channel, so DM me or something. Send it to me.
Yeah, you've got some figures on the end of his.
No, not you. I've got your channel. I can't find Connor's channel.
Brilliant.
CMO03 on YouTube. CMO03, man.
That's it.
CMO03. Well, that's why I can't fucking find it then. Why are you 03? Is that the last time you actually won anything as an Arsenal fan?
No. Mate,
So anyway.
I swear to God, honestly, look, do a face plant, yeah, get back in your bloody wine gums, because that's
mate, this is how the stream's gonna be, mate. This is how the stream's gonna be.
On here and you just talk absolute bollocks. And you've got Tony there hosting us a curry, right?
But this is, you know this about me, mate. You know this about me. There's no difference.
I love you, man.
Yeah, Jack, one for you.
You're
No, thanks.
a real one. You are a real one.
As Kenny would call him, a pork chop.
You on fucking Tuesday. Fucking
I'm watching your game, not even. I'm watching your watch along, not even for the game. Yeah, I can care less about the game. I'm watching it just for this banter.
Yeah, we're fucking having it, mate. It's fucking going to be like
Jez with the bruised banana out.
I'm going to get Jez to do a rap, and then I'm going to do a rap.
Just to let you know as well, Connor's changed his channel. It's now CMO Sports. So well done, mate.
CMO Sports.
CMO Sports.
Yeah. Right, so as we're getting near to the end now, Jack, if you'd like to shout yourself out, please.
I don't have a channel. Everyone keeps saying that I should have a channel, but I can't be asked for it. Can't be asked for the shit.
You can do sports and steak at the same time, mate. It's easy.
and eat watch along.
You need to do a channel, mate, so you can talk yourself instead of talking over everybody else.
No, it's fine. I enjoy it, man. But no, I haven't got any channel or anything. I have an Instagram. As I always say, if you want to find it, go through Jez's Instagram to find it. It's just Jack, and it says CPFC in the name. I can't remember it all.
No problem at all. Carl, great having you on the show for the first time, mate. If you'd like to shout yourself out for me as well, please.
First of all, thanks so much, Tony, for having me on the show. Big up to Jack, Anthony, Yesi, and Jay's legends, and all the legends in the chat. It was great to be on the show tonight. You get me on Kai Walsh Gunner. And it's 11 years waiting to get my own house, and I finally got it. And I was
congratulations, man.
Thanks, lads. And I spent the last 13 weeks literally painting and putting down wooden floors, blah, blah, blah. I have a daughter. I was trying to do up her bedroom as well, so she comes and stays with me and stuff like that. So I've been really, really busy. But as I say, in the background, I'd always have my phone on, listen to the chats that's going on with all yourselves. And it's great to get back into it now. And I'm sitting down, I'm relaxed, and I'm going to get back into it again now in a big way. So it's a lot of seeing you again. Thanks very much, lads.
You have been missed, mate. Let's put it that way. You have been missed, Carl. So it's great.
I just want to say, by the way, thanks, Tone. Thanks, Tone, for having me on.
You're welcome, Jack. I mean, obviously, like DJ Crane saying here, great show, guys. Early Doors Football TV has made a diamond of a show. Appreciate it, mate. You know.
Yeah, man.
100%.
Yeah.
And I hope the players proper down talks on that. I hope they will do, Darren. Just going to say on this one, happy cheers for the stream, lads. Mama, good to meet you virtually. Thanks for sending us the love. Budgie, subscribed. Thanks so much. Happy Emirate.
Big up to you. Big up to you.
And also, Happy Hammer, I also look to make you a mod as well, because obviously you've got Mama Flossie and yourselves. Need 2 women in that to smash the crap out of people. Definitely that. And she said,
yeah, you always need 2 fannies.
Oi, enough of that. Enough of that.
God.
Early door. See you next time. Take care, Happy Hammer. Thanks for coming on.
No.
Shout your channel out, please, mate.
My channel is Laurie J's Cave. You know, we speak truth. We do the right thing. Like I say, back before, Donna Cullen said I'm cocky. I'm not cocky. I just don't suffer fools. And if you're a fool, you ain't in there. And that's it. Because it's all about relaxed conversation. And I have decent people in there. If you're not decent people, you ain't going to be in there. End of story. Big up to everybody on the panel. Jez, Anthony Herbert, Early Doors, also Jack, and also Kyle. Absolute legends. And I can't wait to actually fucking give you a lesson after Tuesday night. Big up.
Talk.
Thanks,
Big talk.
Hey, mate, I'm coming. I am coming with the big talk.
Yeah.
I'm coming, mate. You better be ready.
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
You better be ready.
Jez, you'll have to shout yourself out as well, please, sir.
Mate, oh yeah, Arsenal, the history and more. Yeah, I mean, it's been a great show tonight, guys. Please go and smash this guy's channel to pieces with his subs. You know, he deserves 200 already. You know, Jack, you're a fool. You should have a YouTube channel. You've got the content. You've got the knowledge. Get it out there. Yeah. Yeti, we're going to take you apart, mate. Don't worry about it.
Fucking just keep talking.
Look, mate, I'm not even going to talk to you again. No, mate, listen, I'm not going to talk.
Mate, just keep giving it. Just keep giving it. You won't be giving it afterwards.
Have it, son, because we're taking it down here. You know what I mean? Fair play. Yeah, just leave it there. Just leave it there.
I can't wait, mate. I can't wait.
The idiot that was in the channel didn't come back to me. Pussy. Couldn't face me again. Yeah. Yeah, come and face me. Come and talk to me, fella.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's Arsenal history more. Yeah, everything Arsenal. And I talked to some weirdos on other channels. You know, I mean, it happens, but I love it. No, I'm being serious, guy. It's a great community we got here. Great content, great chat. Tomorrow night I will be on at 5 o'clock with Lee and Kenny, weekly podcast. Then I'm on with Connor. Come and watch that channel, people. I am going to roast.
You best have a row, Jez.
Yeah, I'm definitely
watching. I am going to roast that absolute clueless arsewipe. I'm going to take him apart. Tuesday night, well, sorry, yeah, he's going to go down big time. Right. Wednesday night,
you fucking keep dreaming, bud.
I'm Wednesday night. It's the weekly chat with Kenny Ken. And I'll get a couple of guests on. If anybody wants to join in with that one, please do.
I'm more than happy to, Jez, man.
Jack, you're in, mate. Don't worry about that, fella. Anybody else wants to jump in with me, just let me know. It's always a great debate. And
what day is that, man?
Wednesday.
Yeah, when we've lost.
And we're going to have a great chat, me and Kenny and Jack. We're going to talk about the celebration of how we ripped Nottingham.
Yeah, they're going to be talking about crying. They're going to be crying. How can we not?
Can I just
Nottingham Forest? We're better than Nottingham Forest. Oh,
why don't you two make a bet?
What?
Why don't you two make a bet?
I don't do betting.
What do you want me to bet?
Anything you feel. You two have a discussion.
No.
A takeaway on the other person.
I don't do betting because I know I'm going to win, so there's no point.
Yeah,
he just wants the bragging rights.
Yeah, that's the coward.
That's all I want. Bragging rights.
Well, there you go. Look, you got Happy Hammer backing you up there, Yeti. Come on the Forest.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
Mate, I tell you what, Jez, by the end of that stream, you ain't even going to know you've been born. Because you are going to be so disappointed, and so degraded, and so back down.
Mate, honestly,
unbelievable, mate.
I think you're delusional. I think you are delusional.
I know
Isn't that
you
a
do,
press
but that's
conference?
because you are delusional.
Because I'll roast
mate, you ain't roasted nothing, mate. You've got pot noodle. I've got a fucking lamb steak.
Don't worry about it, man. Because I'm just going to roast you. Don't
mate. I'm not worried. I'm not worried in any way.
Mate, I know. After this stream, you're going to be shitting yourself.
this is like a press conference, boxing.
Mate. Not in a million years.
Yeah,
like a boxing press conference.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
We're going to handle you like fucking Peter Andre handled fucking Jordan in the jungle. That's what we're going to do.
I mean, just the last comment on it. Oh, yeah, we were absolutely going to tear you a new backside. Don't go anywhere, lad. Face the music. May the best team win. Anthony Herbert, if you'd like to shout yourself out, please, Anthony.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I think there's a song going on at the minute called Mysterious Jazz. That's what I think.
Mysterious Jazz.
You can find me on a show called Football United TV, where I used to show Gunners from all corners. When that's going to air, I don't know. I don't know. And also my show on Sunday. Also, I'm looking forward to Tuesday. I don't know if you know this, but you've actually all day you've had a wine gum stuck in your beard, mate. I can see it. But can anyone else see it?
Oh fuck!
He was saving it for later. That's his storage. He doesn't have cupboards. It's just in there.
But yeah, that's where you can find me. And come on, you Gunners, and up Bristol City as well. Forest. Sorry, bad week.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we'll handle that as well. We'll handle Arsenal and then we'll handle Bristol City. Don't worry. And then you've got to turn back to Arsenal because your flip flop shit don't work anymore.
Oh, right.
Mate, what do you think? I just feel sorry for you because
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why. You've got Arteta. How can you feel sorry for me?
Here's a bet for you.
Right.
If you lose, I want you to have a pot of peanuts and you tip it on your head.
Is that it?
Well, I'm not going to bet money with you.
Okay, if you lose, you have to appear naked on cam.
No.
I
got no issue on.
Let me. All right. What about if Jez loses?
On the head, I'm a fucking space on the head.
If Jez loses,
I've got no issue with peanuts.
If Jez loses, because I know he hates it. If Jez loses, he has to change the back screen to the new Arsenal badge.
I tell you what. We'll do this. We'll do this right. If you lose, you have to wear a Forest shirt on your next stream.
No.
If I lose, I have to wear an Arsenal shirt.
How about that one, Jess?
Where am I going to get a Forest shirt down here?
What do you mean down here? What are you, under the ground?
I'm sorry, mate. This is down in the southeast. It's Arsenal territory.
Can you not buy a Forest shirt?
What we're going to do? Earn it next week.
Jess, you see what Pepsi Back?
You want to burn it? That's up to you.
Back. He's put tell you to shave
his beard. Yeah, cool. Yeah, if you win, if we win, you got to shave your beard off.
Yeah.
Fuck you, I ain't doing that. No way. Mind the planet.
He's still got his goatee a little bit, yeah.
Has he still got his goatee, Jez?
Okay, I'll say another one then, Jez. If you win, then you've got to grow fucking long hair.
Mate, if I could,
you went there.
Grow long hair.
Yeah, no, I can't have Jez in long. Fucking hell, that give me no offense, Jez, but that give me nightmare. You look like that guy that's on fucking Poltergeist 2, the one with the black hat and the black suit.
Yeah, Jez, if you did get naked, and as Happy Amaret says, you'll be on the Arsenal OnlyFans channel.
No, I've got my own OnlyFans channel. Nobody subscribes. It's going down.
I wonder why.
Make sure everybody subscribes to everybody's channel here. Tony's, mine, Jez, it's Kyle, and I've got his name now.
Go on.
Jack.
That's it, Jack.
Yeah.
Jack. Yeah. Everybody sings it, and you should do it. You should get your own channel, even if you stream 2-3 times a week.
You'll be all right.
That is still good.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck about our club, man.
Everybody gives
a fuck about you.
Let's put this right. Yeah, when I first started, I was just talking about the Arsenal history thing, right? The thing is, if you're a young man, you've got the content, you got the
young man,
you've got the way to talk about things. So go for it, fella. Go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
you never know where it's going to go.
Yeah, we all support you. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. As Brian Clough once said, I hope you got it, young man. I hope you got it.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. You never know where it's going to go. I never knew where it was going to go. He's going great guns. So,
Yeah, I mean, look at this.
I had to fucking meet all these stupid Arsenal fans that think they're not.
We've got this absolute fucking arsewipe bloody prick. Bollocks all day long, right? And I'll be funny. Falls asleep, into crisps and wine gums. I mean, that's class. That's absolute class.
That is what it's all about. You've got to have class. You've got to have something different. How many people do you know that falls to sleep with crisps and fucking sweets?
I feel bad for Yeti. People are like literally saying like his beard is like a food bank now.
Well, yeah, he may be.
It's true. It is. It's true.
All I'm going to say to you.
Don't feel bad for me because I ate the fuckers afterwards.
Yeah, I can see a V.
Just do it, man. Just do it. You're a class, man. You're great on stream. You're confident. You've got a great presentation. Go, man. Just do it.
Yeah.
If you don't, I'm going to come up there and kick your fucking ass.
Yeah, I'm trying it, blood.
There you go. If you don't do it, Jazz is going to kick your fucking ass with his
Jazz is on a mission. Jazz is on a mission.
He'll kick it. He'll kick it at the Arteta when he leaves party.
Yeah,
that's when he'll do it. He'll pick me up and put me on the grill like that, and then I'll always remember it.
I'll tell you what, Jack. I swear to God, if that ever happens, I will come up to you where you are, right, and I'll buy you a fucking meal. No, you can cook me a meal. I'll buy the wine, right? I'll buy the wine.
Tell you what, I'm going to fucking cook you on Tuesday.
It's off again.
Fucking hell. Always.
Yeah. Happy Emirates. She's a woman after your own heart here, mate.
Just trying to promote the...
she fell asleep in a pepperoni pizza box once. He was disgusting and greasy for days as I couldn't wash it all out. Yeah. She's
mate,
in the same boat as
you. I'm cooking, Jez, on Tuesday.
Oh, it's big talk, man. Fair play to you.
Mate,
fair play to you.
I have a massive spatula. So you're getting cooked.
No, I'll give you respect. I'll give you respect. Because at least you're on camera and showing your ugly face. And you're unlike certain little arse wipes that haven't got the ball to come and face me. So fair play. Yeah.
Jez. But as you say, Jez is definitely on one tonight. He's staying indoors. He ain't coming around your area and that because he can't be asked. Because you're
Did you say my fucking ugly face?
Yeah, he did.
Your face.
he's only just caught on.
See, I still don't look like Kojak.
I love our community.
I still don't look like Kojak, and you do. So
yeah, well, hey, he was a bit. He made millions.
All you've got to just to do is say, "I love you, baby," and then he's there. He's done.
I love
anyway, guys, just need to say we're going to be wrapping this up now. I mean, obviously, going to be introducing a new show. Still got to pick a date at the moment. It's going to be called Spotlight, and that's going to an interview with, and you guys in the panel. I'm going to be asking you to have an interview with me, and I'm going to ask you a series of questions about why you supported your club and a few other things.
100%.
So look forward to that one as well. So we're going to be cooking on that. Just the last couple of channel messages on here. So you said anyway, you come across them into your dreams. So this is about that Donald Cullen, whatever the name is. Apparently it's a man, about by all accounts. So
probably is a man, but then again, it's 2024. Everybody can be a man as a woman. Look at Jez.
True.
I mean, I'd imagine that Jez goes out in the weekend and becomes Jez Mina.
Jessica.
Like that, you know?
Oh, God.
Anyway, guys, and to everyone in the chat, thank you very much for staying with us. It's been a good stream. Obviously, as you can see, it's been quite heated. And as you know, if you can, these people in the chat, make sure you support us as always. And the people in the panel, subscribe, like, and share. And I'm obviously Early Doors Football TV. And we are basically out. Good night, everyone.
No, we've got 3 hours.
I know, 3 hours dead. Good night, all.
That is crazy.
Good night.